the stream.
Why can't...
YouTubes.
You're
Yay.
optimistic.
And there we go.
I'm still waiting.
Okay,
Oh, here
YouTube
we go.
just
Now we
picked us
got
up.
it. Hi, kids.
Oh, you might as well
Greetings
do
from
your
Middle-earth.
intro. Come on, Diana. Everyone loves your intro.
Okay.
I
Well,
take it,
go
yeah,
ahead,
it's
because we're
becoming
in the
rather
midday
well known.
thing here, and we've got a bunch of late night people, so they may not know all of you. So let's go around with the intros. I think most people know Diana, but go ahead. You got anything to plug?
Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between. I am Diana Clary and the Lavender Lady. How the hell are you? For plugging things, I don't know, man. The only thing I can think of is how it is that I'm still awake. I have no freaking idea. We've had a hell of a good stream, and we've had some good results from it, and I'm happy. Yay.
Okay, does somebody have the links for Doc's fundraiser? Because this is...
I will
I
throw
do, but I haven't got your
the,
channel. There we go. Finally.
Okay.
do
So
you
we're
have, or
continuing
do you
the
want
I
me to
fundraiser
do.
for
I
Doc.
do. Give me a sec.
Yep. We're putting this relay, this would be the 50th hour.
Yes.
There you go.
Okay, so Silver, you want to tell everybody who you are?
Hey, I'm Silver Lena. I'm a little bit crazy, but that's okay. It's the good kind, I promise. You can find me at my channel, Silver Lena, and on Twitter, Silver Lena, and on Instagram, Silver Lena. And I will be doing more live streams on YouTube. I already live stream on Live Me, if anybody wants to check out that. And yeah, I talk kinky and politics. So why not?
All those things I love.
Okay, Jen, you want to go around?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll go. I'm Jen from Jen's Little Corner and Nuance Nonsense. I do poetry. I get pissed off at things. I do all sorts of shit. Some of them are not are for adults only. Especially during streams, apparently. Check me out on my channel or on Twitter. People seem to think I'm a lot of fun. I have no idea why.
She is.
Neither do I, but that's beside the point.
Oh.
Y'all are bad.
Okay, and Doc.
Dark, fearsome urban horror.
Oh my.
Oh. Oh, that sounds hot.
It does.
Are you gonna do the whole stream in that voice? Cause oh wow.
Oh, maybe I could.
Okay.
I'm
And for anybody who is not aware of it, we've been running a fundraiser to try and help Doc get a car because his car stopped working and he's got a very long walk to work every day. So we need to get him a functional vehicle before the weather turns.
Oh yeah.
Preferably before Friday.
Yeah, he's put down a deposit on a car, but the dealer's only willing to hold it until Friday. So we've got to get the money raised this week. And apparently, Jen, the link that you put for the GoFundMe is broken. It was not taking me to it, so...
Really? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'll grab a new one.
Well, the one I put in there was right from the page, so I hope that works a little better.
Does yours work?
Yeah.
I hope.
So,
I hadn't checked it.
I'll tell you in a sec.
Do
Yeah, it
do
works.
you expect me to think of everything with my
Ignore
money?
mine and use
Okay, yeah, the one I put in there works. It's just that I didn't have the PayPal link.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Does the PayPal link work?
Well,
I'll find out.
Well, there's a PayPal link too. So there's for Doc's GoFundMe and his PayPal
Okay,
link.
no,
No, it doesn't.
it's taking
Ignore
me to
my
the wrong
links.
Yep.
page.
So
Yes,
and
ignore my links.
anybody who can help,
I
even
don't
if
know
it's
why they
just
didn't cut and paste
$5,
properly, but
every
I
little
will
bit helps.
ignore that.
And if you don't have the money to help, can you please at least try to share it around on Twitter or whatever,
Yes.
just to get
As
it out
much
in front of more
exposure
people?
as
Oh,
humanly possible.
Because remember, sharing is caring.
I was just about to say that.
honey, I think that was. Wait a minute. I think that's the broken one. Is purple honey? That's the broken one as well.
Yeah,
Let
that's
me go to the
broken.
computer.
When I click on it, it goes to it.
Huh? When I go there, it takes me to somebody called Oliver Boss.
Yeah, it's not the right one.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
no.
Maybe you didn't paste enough of it.
No, if you look at it, it says Oliver Voss, PayPal, Doc F.
You sure that's right?
Doc?
Help us out, Doc.
I don't know. That doesn't.
Yeah,
For
it
the
doesn't
PayPal?
look right.
It doesn't
It should
look
just
like
be like PayPal me / Doc Fearsome or something.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
maybe that's the wrong one. So, Doc, can you get your own PayPal link up there?
I probably can.
Okay, the GoFundMe link
It is.
definitely good.
It is on my YouTube channel.
Let me get my computer.
we are experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by.
Okay, just with the link. So in the side, we've got
Let's see,
Critical
it's-
Cripple and Doorknob Head and Bad Temper Badger. So, if any of you chefs from the side want to come in,
Come on,
let me
Critical
know. I can
Cripple.
drop you a link in Twitter. Oh,
Hop in, Critical Cripple. I've never been in a stream with you. You've got to hop in.
What's that?
Linda, thank you for the sub.
Critical Cripple. I've never been in a stream with Critical Cripple.
Yeah,
I've
seen him in the
neither.
side chat.
Yeah, he should hop in.
Yep, I also
You
see
should.
we've got Math Pig and Nerdy Rodent if I scroll back a bit, and Martin Nielsen.
Nerdy's great fun, but wouldn't Nerdy be at work at the moment?
So, well, if
4
any of you have
minutes.
time,
God,
you're all
man.
welcome. Just tell me, and I'll send you a link in Twitter.
Cool. So Critical's going to jump in. Cool.
Okay.
Copy that.
That's a good thing. It is a very good thing. It is a very good thing to have CC in our little chat. And I'm fucking fat.
Okay, does
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
been
I
up
don't know
too
what you're
damn
doing
long.
either, Diana.
Say again?
Oh, there
I
we
don't
are.
know what you're doing either.
Oh, good. It's two of us.
I know what I'm doing. I just don't know what you're doing.
Well, I know you know what you're doing. You don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. That's two of us who don't know what I'm doing.
Come on
Okay.
here.
Okay, Critical, I just dropped you the SteamYard link.
Let's see here. Do you still need those links?
I just misread what nerdy typed. I read that he was just pooping at the shops.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the.
Yeah,
Sorry,
we still need
Nerdy.
the
I've got
PayPal
it
link.
up on my computer.
Is that what this is doing to? The hell am I
Nerdy is
doing?
pooping at the shops. Hopefully not in the fresh produce section.
Oh man, this thing is boofooing the beefy over here.
Okay.
You doing
Okay,
what?
Purple. This might be the best I can do is to send it to your Twitter DM or something.
Okay,
That's what I
Put
was
it in the private chat.
I just put his
Well,
The
I
donor.
haven't been able to copy the link.
and
So-
You should be able to.
PayPal.
What? You can't paste
I couldn't
it.
find it. I couldn't find it on there to copy it.
Oh, okay.
All right, and I've got the
Oh,
PayPal
that's the
link.
poo-poo-ness on the Fifi. Yeah, there's something wrong with these things. Okay.
But I can send it to a DM, so
Copy
Danger Mouse.
that to Twitter.
That's all I can think of. Anytime any of us say
What?
DM, all I can think of is Danger Mouse.
All I can think of is Dungeon Monitor. Okay, Purple.
Yeah,
I just
or
put
Dungeon
in-
Master. I mean, hey,
Well,
there's
now
enough of us
it's-
to have a game of D&D.
Well, Dungeon Monitor and Dungeon Master. But okay, the link to the PayPal and the GoFundMe are in your Twitter DMs from me.
Okay, yep.
Yeah.
Let me know if you have any problems with them. But those are straight from the ones that I posted, that I double checked, and they have his name on them.
Cool.
Yeah, on my end, it's being all elusive about how you can copy the blessed link.
Yeah, I know. I had to copy it literally
Okay.
from
Well,
something else that I had copied and
there's a new
pasted.
PayPal link for Doc, so let's try that one.
Yep, that's the right one.
Sweet. Yep, that's straight from
And let
PayPal.
me go into the side chat and just
Okay, is it all
remove
fixed?
the old links.
It's fixed.
Uh,
Just so nobody gets confused there, we should be good now.
Obviously, you're not talking about me.
Oh, you're
You're good.
I am totally confused, always confused, dazed and confused.
Yeah, nothing wrong
There's
with that.
nothing wrong with that.
Little Led Zeppelin for you over there.
You're
Yeah.
dazed and confused. I didn't realize you were a stoner.
I prefer Stairway to Heaven myself, but hey.
Perfect.
Yeah, well,
It's the
when
most
Jen and
salient
I
comment of the
took that,
weekend.
There's
Jesus
a
Christ.
lady
or
who
when
shone
Diana and I took
all
the
that
road trip down to the ARC
glitters gold.
protest, you know, just always something interesting to talk about, to the point that the entire time I never even put the music on in the car because we just
Yeah,
always had a conversation going.
that was really great. I loved
Did
every
Diana
minute of it.
sing though?
No, she did not.
Oh, you're letting the side down.
I have to step out for a bit. I will be right back.
Okay,
No worries.
you got the link.
Alrighty.
Well, I don't know if I could figure out how to do it.
Did you have to mention Led Zeppelin? I've got the stupid song stuck in my head.
You're very welcome.
Not the one you were singing, the one I started singing. So, Stairway to Heaven.
Stairway to Heaven.
There's a lady who's
Yep.
sure all the glitters is gold.
Okay, I'm back.
And she's
Yay.
I'm back.
heaven.
Okay,
When
so
she gets
anyway,
there, she
I'll
knows.
try for this while,
yeah, I
I
had
have
been
to flex my nipples.
I've been part of the stream early this morning, and I got to get a couple hours sleep, and I'm back here, but I don't know what you people had been talking about.
We don't either.
Led Zeppelin?
We ended it on politics.
Okay.
Oh, that's what, yeah, we
Yeah,
were.
we
weren't we?
might want to keep that out of here because I don't know if you want any politics around, right? Right, Purple?
Well, right now I'm probably too tired to deal with it, so.
Yeah, so we won't talk about gun control, politics, or
No
let's,
abortion talk. No
okay,
Second
let's pick a
Amendment.
lighter topic. Like, what's your favorite board game?
Yeah.
oh, that is a good question.
I don't like board games.
Oh,
I'm an
okay.
abomination. I know.
Well, what kind of games do you like?
I've got Cards Against Humanity sitting up there.
I have that.
I'm weird. I don't really like games unless the caveat. I like brain teaser stuff. So like anything like okay, one of my favorite games to play is it gives you a random word and you have to match the word to its proper definition.
Sounds like homework to me.
I'm a dork. I fully acknowledge my and embrace my
Okay,
my geeky
and
and
there's Dave with
dorkiness.
us.
How obscure are these words?
Hey Dave.
Dave. Hey.
They start off
Hi,
simple
sweetness.
and then like the higher level you get, the more
Okay.
complicated.
Nice to meet you, Dave.
Yes, very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, everybody.
Yay.
My first ever
Yay, yay,
in a
yay,
stream
yay,
at all.
yay, yay.
I'm so happy you're here.
Thank you.
No, it's awesome to have you.
Yeah, I always saw you in the side chat. I hadn't seen
Yeah,
you in the
either
panel
seeing
anywhere.
you on Twitter or the side chat or wherever,
Yeah.
and it's like, no, we want a face to this.
Yeah, now I have a face to the name.
Now I keep pulling faces accidentally. Hello.
So we're starting out with asking everybody what their favorite board game is. And take that loose. Tabletop games, board games, card games, whatever you like to play.
I've got to go with chess. I don't think I've played anything since I've played
Oh,
chess.
I haven't played a
Oh
proper
my
game
word,
of
it's been
chess
decades
in
since I
ages.
played.
No, well, it's
okay.
been a decade since I've played.
So bad topic.
Okay,
I guess
two
I'm
of
the
us.
only one who plays these
Yeah,
games
to have an
anymore.
online game someday.
What
I'm
about
just wondering if I
Scrabble?
remember. My spelling's appalling.
I'm really
Scrabble,
shitty at making words from the letters that are in that rack.
Do you keep
No,
your letters
again.
in your rack?
Ooh,
I knew it. I knew that was gonna
Isn't that
happen.
cheating?
Oh, look what I found here.
Yeah, well,
It's an
Doorknob
X.
Head, as usual, has a comment for everything you say in the side chat there, so.
Oh, I love you guys. You
His
guys
last
are
one is,
hilarious.
I want more oral from Critical Cripple. I like the accent.
oh no.
I'm just hoping I don't talk fast enough that my scouse comes out.
I'll go and talk some Scouse first.
I can only remember a few words. It's things in back in head.
I don't know if I.
Okay, Dave, you're a little quiet there. If you can maybe
Sorry.
get your mic a little closer.
Oh, maybe, I don't know. I'm going to kill it. No. Go away.
Everyone
I'm
likes
looking.
oral from Dave.
Yep. That's like the new thing now.
Oh my god, the streams have gone back to the gutter.
Oral from Dave.
Damn it!
Life is not complete unless you get oral from
Well,
Dave.
this is what happens when you get a bunch of exhausted marathoners in the same damn room here.
Right.
Yeah, especially us.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, these chats, it usually doesn't take much anyway.
I don't know, we were very intellectual at the end of the last one.
We were.
Yeah, how the hell did we manage that?
I don't. I joined and
Talent.
things went good for a
That
change.
must be it. You must be the whole thing that straightened everything out. And oh my god,
Yeah,
did
but
that
you-
word just come out of my mouth?
Yeah, I know. That's just what. We're in the Twilight Zone.
I made promises
Badger,
that
I
Kurt
get
would
what you
do.
mean, but the software limits us to 6 people at a time.
I'm
so
gonna
right
head
now
off
we're
then
full up.
anyway, Purple, because I've got to go and have some sleep because it's like 1:30 in the morning here. So
You drag me in and then run away.
yeah, I know. Isn't that rude of me?
Teaser.
But I do have to sleep because I do have to work later today.
Oh,
Good
Lord.
night.
Yeah,
Well,
I
get
was
some
going to say
sleep.
tomorrow, which would be fine, but it's later today.
Yeah.
yeah, I got
I'm
maybe
not-
4 hours since the last time I was on here, so.
I am not going to be recovered until what? Monday. Yeah, next Monday.
You have to be recovered by Sunday, though, because you've got coffee with lavender.
I am going to give it my best shot. My machine's been giving me shit, and I may have to rebuild the damn system again. How many times do I have to do this? It froze on me twice just last night.
What are you doing next weekend? Don't know. What's your show?
I have no idea, to tell you the absolute truth. I really haven't thought of anything.
I'd offered to produce for you to take the stress off your machine, but midnight producing is not going to go well for me on a Sunday night, especially when I got to get up for our show in the morning. But May would probably do it for you if she's not working next Sunday. Otherwise, see, I'm sure somebody would do it for you.
I've got to figure out what's going on with this thing, because it's very prone to freezing, and I haven't figured out whether there's a trigger, because it appears to happen at random. And the other thing that happens is what just happened on my screen with Dave. It went gray and then came back to Dave. And then it goes flash gray, come back.
No, I saw Dave do that too, so that's not your machine.
Oh, so it's not me. Okay, I feel a little bit better about that then.
Yeah,
it's Dave. He's not feeling very well, and he went a little gray.
A bit gray.
Now I'm the one who's going gray around here. I mean, gods, I'm okay. I've got to be the ancient person in this group.
I'm slightly describing my hair as pepper now.
Okay, fine.
You're not ancient. And I bet you're not any more grey than me, Diana.
When I was born, the only satellite orbiting the Earth was the moon. When I was born, Eisenhower. Okay.
Oh, hang on.
I thought Corinthian had been there for a bit longer.
Say again, sweetie?
I thought Corinthian had been there for a bit longer.
Okay.
So hang on. Well, so you were born before Sputnik?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
By 16 weeks.
Cool.
Sputnik flew October 4th, 1957. I was born July 20th, 1957.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
Wow.
That is, yeah.
And 12 years later would be the best birthday present I ever received.
You all right, Lena?
No, she's
you all right? She's falling asleep.
No,
Yeah.
just listening. I'm not asleep.
Well, she's been on continuously for how many hours now?
Oh God, I lost
Oh
track.
man! Well, she just got through with a 6-hour stream, right?
And
there?
we've been going for 22 minutes.
7 hour, I think that hit.
Did it?
I tell you what, Dave,
I think so.
I love the view behind you.
I'm working on it. I had to take 90, more than 90% of the books off. That was 3 deep before.
Okay.
Awesome.
And so I've now got 6 of bookcases like this, and now a dozen boxes of books that I've got to try and find a home for, to try and make it look presentable.
Okay. Yeah, I'm still working on getting my books organized the way I want them. They are. I'm in a 1-bedroom apartment, but I cannot sleep in the bedroom because all my books are back there. You know those O'Sullivan bookcases that you can get from Walmart or similar stores? I don't know what you've got where you are. I've got 6 of those back there. 840 books back there. And I had to get rid of about 100 before I moved in because I knew that I wouldn't have any room for them. And now I still have to build new bookshelves because I have got new books. And it's like, oh, shit, now where do I put them?
Of course, the big question is how much of it is porn?
None.
Oh goodness! How much
I guarantee you.
It had to be us.
I got rid of a lot of porn a while back. Years ago, I collected shitloads of porn, and I realized that I hadn't looked at any of it in well over 20 years, and I'm thinking, why do I even have it?
Yes. The only thing I think I've still got is forum magazines. I'm
Okay,
assuming you
yeah,
don't have forum magazines. Do you have forum magazines?
I remember Forum.
I think that's the only thing I've still got.
Because I'll tell you what, when I was reading Forum, it was you couldn't print that stuff today. When I was reading Forum, there were a lot of letters, no kidding, that dealt with incest, underage, that sort of thing. No way could you get away with
Boy.
it now.
No.
Yeah,
It
I
depends on the
I was
site.
reading Forum back in the mid-70s.
Anyway, guys, I love you all. You are all amazing. Everyone in the chat's amazing. Support Doc if you haven't done so already. Love you
Oh, good
all.
night, Jen.
And I'm going to go to
Thank
bed.
you so much,
This time
Jenny.
I'm really going to go to bed.
Okay.
Thank you, sweetie.
Get some sleep.
Really this time?
Yeah, it's not going to be like last night where I go to bed and hop back in the chat. I'm going to bed. I'm going to get some sleep.
Okay, we'll see you in 2 hours.
Yeah.
No, you won't. I
Sweet
really do need to get
dreams.
sleep. Night. Love you all.
Night,
Get
night.
some rest.
Love you, sweetness.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yay, something like that. And I have to figure out what I'm doing this weekend.
Doorknob had
Oh,
a set. No, I get rid of porn every day. Delete history.
yeah, it sounds right.
Oh, and Hans is trying to be all innocent, saying he has to call his mom to find out what that is.
Hans, don't even. You ain't innocent. I don't buy that for a second.
I'd
And
buy
or
that
Liz
for
back with
$1.
us.
Only $1?
I'm trying to remember.
Did you never see RoboCop?
Yes, I
Were
did.
were you around this community before we met each other? Or did we meet each other and that brought you into the community? I cannot remember. I know
Who are you asking?
Hans. I know the first I remember of Hans was with NCG Studios. But I don't know if he was around the community before I got involved. Oh, pornograph. That's it. Yeah.
Well, Hans has been a big one on promoting people on Twitter, of just putting out lists of people that everyone should follow.
And then
Movie.
the list of people that everyone should avoid, and I'm right at the top.
Yes.
Stay away from her.
Spill the
Dave,
tea.
you weren't here for the introduction, so do you want to take a moment to plug yourself and tell us what you do?
Don't really have anything to plug. Maybe one day. I have doubts. I really don't have anything to plug. My name's Dave.
Okay.
I Twitter a lot.
Yay.
Well, for the skeptic community, doubts are a good place to start.
It's the misinformation.
So you've been around a good long time, Hans. Well, I'm glad I ran into you, seriously. Oh, man. No, doorknob head. No.
Yeah, phonograph. How many people know what that
Oh,
still
dear.
is?
Me.
When
I remember
We used to have one house.
what was it, the Daily Show with Jon Stewart? I remember an episode, They Might Be Giants recorded a song on an old phonograph
Oh,
on the
yeah.
show.
Ah,
That was a pretty cool episode.
And all my vinyl was stolen. Oh God, when was that?
That's terrible.
Early 2000s, I think. I had 300 vinyl albums. All gone.
Puppy dog.
Oh dear.
Head. Yes.
Most of it was formal music, as I call it. Everybody else calls it classical. I can't bring myself to call it classical because to me, classical is Mozart, Haydn, Paganini, that era. But I'm weird. I mean, we already knew that. That's given.
That's why we love you.
Yeah, what can I tell you? I seriously question your taste. I really do.
So do I sometimes, but hey, sometimes you just got to go with it.
I don't know, Hunch. Sometimes I wonder if I would be better off as asexual, aromantic. I mean, I've been dry for fucking 10 years, but no, I just can't bring myself to it. It's not that I'm disinterested. It's just that nobody's interested in me, damn it.
I know the feeling.
Yeah, I'm. Especially the situation I'm in where my dating prospects are zero. I kind of wish I could turn that off.
Moo.
I wish I could turn mine on.
Oh, Silver, I'm sure there are plenty of people who've been watching who would love to turn you on.
Well, that doesn't mean I'm going to get turned on, though. There's a difference. There's a difference between people wanting to turn me on and me actually getting turned on. I
Well,
don't
you've given
care
a
about
lot of
sex.
information, so for somebody who's paying attention and really wants to try, I think somebody might be able to.
You need someone
Oh,
to get inside your head.
badger. It's.
Mushroom.
I'm not going to give you guys that much of a problem. Please take it all with a grain of salt, but sometimes it just ends up sounding like platitudes. There's always someone for everybody and all that stuff. And, well, sometimes there's not. And I'm one of those lucky people. Oh, well.
Well,
I agree with you,
think I'll
Diana. And so,
eventually find someone, but it's just not going to be in the way that a lot of other people think of finding people. Like, I think I'll find, like, that buddy that's like my partner in crime, but like not necessarily like somebody that like I'm gonna marry and like we're gonna have kids or some shit.
yeah.
More of just like one of those best friends that like understands you so well that like you share everything.
yep.
And Doorknob Head, we discussed this earlier. It's can you carry on a conversation with a sex robot? I mean, really. I mean, the whole thing that I've got going on, I've mentioned it a couple of times this weekend. Planning the day's activities over breakfast. Take a long walk in the park. Just know that she's there for you. You're there for her. It's all ideal, and you never get the ideal. I know that, but
I think it's a rare thing for personalities to mesh so well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
You've got the kind of person that you think of that would really be the ideal person. And twice in your life, a person fulfilling those, filling those qualifications shows up 35 years apart. And in both cases, they really don't want you. Yay!
It
Well, that's the
happens.
big thing why my goal is to get back to the Minneapolis area. Just because I was involved with a bunch of the fringe communities there, so I could probably reconnect with some people there and,
It's the most interesting thing about
at
being.
least have some social things that I could go to where there's a chance of meeting somebody I could at least establish some kind of relationship with.
Right.
And that's also a big reason why I advocate for poly, because the idea
Mm-hmm.
of being everything for one person for the rest of our lives seems like way too much of a workload for me.
And too much like pressure.
Well,
Yeah,
the point is,
so
it never
I'd
used to
much
be that
rather
way.
that we have the agreement that, okay, there may be certain facets that I can't fulfill, so if they want to go out with someone else sometimes, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
We in the last 100 years, we've lost what our local group provided, and it's all been pushed onto a partner, and a partner can't do it.
Right.
Yeah.
It is now basically physically impossible for one partner to satisfy the needs we think as a society a partner should satisfy.
Absolutely. Yeah. And the needs that we're taught that
Mm.
they should satisfy. Like
Mm.
it's gotten kind of crazy.
I mean, my daughter went to one of the best public, as in government-run
Mm-hmm.
grammar schools in the country. And even there, she is it's this undercurrent that they are just going to leave and get married,
Yeah.
and it's not clear to see quite where it's coming from. I mean, she's
Yep.
turned out terribly straight-laced considering me.
The world is a weird place.
Well,
The world is not only stranger than you imagine, it is stranger than you can imagine.
yes, what's that from?
I am going to find out.
Feels very Feynman-y.
Yeah, I recognize the quote, but
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
I know it's one of the classic science fiction authors.
Yeah. Let's see if we can.
Here, come on. This way. No.
Okay, by this article from quoteinvestigator.com, the earliest match in this family of expressions known to QI was written by J.B.S. Haldane in an essay titled Possible Worlds, published within a 1927 collection. Emphasis added to excerpts by QI. Now, my own suspicion is that the universe is not only queerer than we suppose, but queerer than we can suppose. I have read and heard many attempts at a systematic account of it, from materialism and theosophy to the Christian system or that of Kant, and I have always felt that they were much too simple. I suspect that there are more things in heaven and earth that are dreamed of or can be dreamed of in any philosophy. Okay. So
Okay,
there's
well,
a
that definitely
possibility it
goes
can go
back
back to
further than I would have
1927.
thought.
Say again?
That definitely goes back further than I would have thought. You said 1927?
Yeah.
In any philosophy phrased that way, I don't think I've ever heard it.
So yeah, wherever I'm thinking I picked it up
Your
from was
philosophy.
probably another author using
Yeah,
it.
the article here, it kind of halfway begins with statements in his family have been credited to English
No, this,
astrophysicist Arthur Eddington, English
it's
biologist.
Shakespeare. It's Hamlet.
It is Hamlet?
There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than are dreamt of in your philosophy.
Yeah, that section of it. Yep, that was Shakespeare.
Okay, foo-foo. Yeah, the last sentence in here. Yeah. And I should have recognized that. Hamlet is one of my favorite Shakespearean plays. My all-time favorite is The Tempest, but that's another story. Yeah, but supposedly it's been credited to Arthur Eddington, J.B.S. Haldane, Werner Heisenberg. Um,
I'm uncertain about Heisenberg.
It's definitely been credited to him a few times.
and then here at the top, possibly Arthur C. Clarke, Stanley Kubrick, J.B. Priestley. So yeah, you throw shit around. Yeah, he said it. No, she said it. No, he said
Yeah,
it.
I was probably thinking of it coming from an Arthur C. Clarke novel. Doorknob Head says it goes back to a caveman saying "oog,"
Oh my goodness.
and Brian Stevens is the only one who caught my joke. So
What joke flew above my head? What happened?
that I said I was uncertain about Heisenberg.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Oh,
oh, sorry, I was looking for
Okay.
stuff around my
I
house.
literally went from like getting out of
Oh,
bed to being online in like 15 minutes. So I'm still listening to you, but I'm gonna mute my mic here and step away so I can at least get a glass of orange juice.
there you go. Get some food, man.
what time is it?
Let's see. Orange juice laced with meth.
Don't lace orange juice with meth. That's not safe. Pretty sure it would not take me long to find someone in my country that would.
At least, yeah, I'm. At least I have no interest in that family of chemicals. I tried crack once. My assessment was, what's the point? Like maybe 15 seconds of head rush, and then that's it. It's like Peggy Lee. Is that all there is?
Yeah, there's not much to it, you know. Not much to it.
At least you get 6 hours out of a hit of acid.
Never done acid, but I'll
No,
take your
my,
word for it.
I worry my brain will freak out.
That's what I'm worried about. Like,
Well,
I think
that's
I might end up being committed or something.
Every
that's
time.
that's why I stay away from acid now. I am very prone to nightmares now, and I don't want to run the risk of a bad trip.
Yeah. Yeah, no, bad trips are not
Yeah.
good.
I mean,
Not
it's
good at
not that
all.
it would kill me or anything, but the bad trips are very annoying.
Right. And it's a wasted drug. Like, not only is it a bad trip, you've wasted money, you've wasted drugs. Like, come on. There's no need for all that. That's the moral of the story, folks. Don't waste money and don't waste drugs.
I'm wondering if I might have accidentally done it. I was somewhere. I smoked some dope that had been laced with something. And I was
That's happened to a lot of people.
completely messed up, more messed up than I've ever been.
That happened to my best friend. He was smoking a joint with some friends, and he called me freaking out. And I'm like, "Are you okay? What's the matter with you?" And he's like, oh my god, my joint. They laced it. They laced it with LSD. Help!" And I'm like, "Oh shit." I'm like, "It's okay. Just breathe. Lay down." Like, it hadn't even taken effect yet. He was just freaking out over like what might happen.
No, I just remember I was walking home. I was being polite. I was offered as I was there, and I was about just leaving. I thought, I'll have a drag and I'll go. And I was walking home, and the road just started getting longer in front of my eyes, further and further away from me. And this is not normal.
Doc is, if that's not too old, Doc is back. I put in the chat that Perp is getting juice.
Yeah, it sounds a little bit like Albert Hoffman, because he discovered the effects accidentally. Well, I shouldn't say Albert Hoffman. Well, yeah, he was Swiss. Yeah. So that would be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, Doc is back. He's chilling in the side chat. Or the backstage thingy. Majiggy. That is one function of the StreamYard that I do like, is like if you're away from the stream, or God forbid some idiot gives out your link to, all of Twitter or everywhere on social media, and everyone tries to join, it doesn't matter because they have to be approved first. So, you're still safe. You're okay. Nazis aren't going to come and take over your stream.
Wait and don't step in anything.
Oh no, his phone overheated.
So you're doing it now?
Are you charging it at the same time?
There you go. Kill the boss.
I don't know. He just said that his phone overheated.
Whose phone overheated?
Doc's.
Oh no.
That's why he was having issues.
Doorknob Head, where are you?
Huh?
I wonder where Doorknob Head is.
I don't know where Doorknob Head is. Yes, Doc is charging his phone.
Oregon. Oh my.
The only thing I know about Oregon is there is a trail.
Okay, then.
I don't even know what that is.
It's
Greetings and salutations.
Thing. Hey, Doc.
Yeah, my phone overheated and it does this auto shut off thing, probably so it doesn't explode.
Gotcha. Yeah, mine's only overheat. Well, this one has never overheated, but my old one, it only overheated twice, but it did the same thing. It was like, boop. It just shut off to protect it, I guess.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, Dave,
Hey,
you were asking where I was, what time it was here. And it is 1 o'clock in the afternoon here, but we've been running the stream for over 50 hours now.
Yeah.
And in that time, I think I've gotten about 6 hours sleep.
Oy vey, kid.
Yeah. I've gotten a little more than you, Purple. Not much, but thankfully I did get more than 6 hours. I think I've gotten, I want to say maybe 9, maybe 10 at the most.
Yeah. Well, I haven't been online the whole time, but I've had to do other things like installing a new backdoor for my brother.
That's always fun. You actually need to put away
Oh, doors and windows are a pain in
the
the
dimmer.
ass because if you don't have everything straight in all three dimensions, it's just not going to work right.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're trying to put a brand new door on a house that's like 70 years old, you can be guaranteed that there is nothing that is straight, square, or level.
You got that right.
Yep. I have that problem here at my
I
house.
when I was trying to rehab that house, it was built in 1912, if I remember correctly. Or no. Earlier than that, because the house was over 100 years old when I was trying to take care of it, and I was in that house in 12. I ended up rebuilding the parts of the wall where I reinstalled doors.
Mm.
Well, what I
Yeah,
did, say again.
well, I just gonna point out that Doc, you'd probably wanted to see what Brian Stevens said in the side chat there about charging your phone.
Yeah, I repartitioned the whole place. I made
I
the
I have the speech words. Where are they? Um, what the fuck am I thinking? YouTube. God bless it. I have that like cast to my TV through my Xbox.
Gotcha.
I'm only getting like a scrolling side chat, so
Oh,
I don't. Yeah, I probably missed the
okay. Well, Brian
phone
Stevens
thing.
said that as the demand for energy goes up from using, the charger provides more more compensation and can literally blow up the battery.
Right,
You'd be
and
better to
that's what I
unplug
was.
it to a little bit.
Right, but I'm at like 23%. So
Yeah. But I know what you mean about the phone overheating. When I was first getting to know my fiance and we were in different states, that was on the phone with her for several hours at a time, and there were a couple of nights that the battery would go dead, so I'd plug it in and keep talking until it actually got too hot and it either shut itself down or I felt it was going to burn my hand.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I've been holding it up, trying to, like give it some air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
set my
Well,
hopefully
phone on a
it'll.
put it
heatsink.
in front of a fan.
Yeah.
When I was dating someone from, who became my fiance from Australia, I just remember you using mobile phones and you can phone at home. I used to live in a phone box. I used to wedge myself sat up on the phone for hours. At least it didn't overheat.
Yeah, it's crazy. I need to actually get a computer.
Me too. But that would require money.
Oh, yeah. Maybe someday.
Oh yeah.
I keep working 40 hours a week. In about 5 years, I might be able to afford a computer that'll be obsolete in 6 months.
I just discovered today for the first time what my computer won't support. It won't support NDI. That's just on
Well,
the edge of when it was introduced.
see, I skip ahead and I just buy a computer that's already obsolete. So, no, when I had to replace the one I had was made from three 10-year-old computers, and I didn't have the money to replace it. So what I wound up getting was a refurbished 3-year-old workstation. So that was 2 years ago. So now I've got a machine that's basically 5 years old. And with computers, yeah, 5 years old is ancient, and it really doesn't have. It can barely keep up with the streaming, let alone editing videos.
Yowza.
So, well, I've got room in there for a memory upgrade, and hopefully I can get a better video card in it and,
Yeah.
improve it that way. But again, that takes money. So I have not had the couple $100 to spend on that, and I've got the Amazon wish list with the parts I need if anybody wants to help me.
Hmm.
You need to start listing that in the description of like all of your live streams and stuff.
Yeah, well,
Need computer parts.
Yes.
well, mostly I've been begging people for their leftovers. If anybody's upgrading, what you're throwing out is probably better than what I'm working with.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that because I was gonna let you know if anything in my house gets changed or updated or
Yeah,
whatnot.
because this computer's got 4 slots for memory, but each slot only has a 2 gig chip. So even if somebody had some 4 gig chips they were getting rid of, that would still be improving things for me.
Right. What do you by any chance know what year your computer's from?
Not exactly. Like I said, it's about 5 years old. It's an HP.
Got you. Okay.
Does HP stand for had power?
Oh Lord.
I've had to build computers for people in the last few years, and all of them opted at some point for a Dell or an HP. And the stuff they put in them is absolute cack.
See, HP and Dell used to be like the creme de la creme of computers.
Yeah.
Like they used, you know what I mean? They used to
But
be
they were buying
like,
stuff off the shelf then.
no, I know.
It's when
I
they
mean, it
started making
shows you
stuff
how much has
themselves.
changed. Yeah.
Oh man, the first computer I worked on was an HP, HP 2116, circa 1970. Size of a steamer trunk, and had approximately the power of a 4-function pocket calculator. But we ran a time sharing network with that baby. This was at my high school. We used acoustic couplers to connect the other 2 high schools and 2 of the junior high schools, using teletype machines for input-output. Ran a version of Dartmouth Basic that HP put out, but when the school day was over, we would bring that down and put up Fortran, Elgo, assembly language. Shitload of fun. If I had a place to put it and the power to run it, I would like one of those machines, but I have no place to put it here.
That sucks.
Have you ever come across an async?
An async.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They were used a lot by banks.
Doesn't sound familiar to my ears.
I hadn't. It just so happens I got involved with someone that's the only people still making them. It's really weird because most of the customers are banks still. But they're little servers that run multiple RS-232 ports. that keep the bank still so they can still use RS-232. Because so little of their front ends are actually upgraded. I mean, I'm still constantly shocked. I get phone calls from people wanting me to look at COBOL code.
Yeah.
Hold on. You got another day.
Oh man.
How you doing there, Diana?
Well, I'm going to have to. What's the word for it? Gauge myself here. Starting to feel those palpitations I get when I'm up way too long.
Okay, that's sounding
Think
dangerous.
about going to bed soon.
Yeah, you really better get your rest.
Yeah, you don't want to push yourself too hard there.
Otherwise, you're not going to be here for the next 3 days.
Say again, hon?
Otherwise, you're not going to be here for the next 3 days.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, basically, I've got about 2 days to recover, and then I'm doing the midnight stream on Thursday. And then Friday we'll have movie night.
I'll see you later.
Oh. Yeah, I think getting a bit punchy here, and I can't keep track when I've got my mic on or off.
Yeah, it's
So I've already I've had a couple times here already that I was talking and then realized my mic was muted, so you people didn't hear any of my little rants.
So, okay, I want to know what you guys think of this. I'm just gonna read a quick thing, and then tell me what you think. All right, quote: Teach your kids about socialism by making them clean the bathroom, then pay them $10. Then take $7 of those dollars and give the $7 to their sibling who didn't do any work. I bet your child won't be a socialist for long.
oh fuck that.
Yeah, that's
Right?
crap.
Don't you just want to punch that through the screen? Like, what the hell are you even talking about, you dumbass? You clearly don't know what you're talking about.
Only an American could have written that.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, that's.
Unfortunately, I know the person that wrote that. Help me.
I mean, the idea
Ay,
of
caramba.
socialism, I mean, maybe I'm oversimplifying, but it's empathy. You realize that the people in this world with you occasionally need a hand. There are some people that cannot do the chores for themselves, as
Yep.
this oversimplified analogy would have it.
Right.
It's right in that damn book they say they love to read, and somehow they skip over it.
Oh yeah, the Bible where
Yeah, that one.
people all work to help one another in the common interest of humankind. Yeah, that
It's how you would treat your old next door neighbor.
exactly.
Treat the rest of society as you would treat. He needs help. You go and help him. But you're doing that at a societal level.
And let me just point out that the person that, quote, does nothing, as people like to say, they technically aren't doing anything. They're still contributing to society. Their contribution to society is just in a different form than yours. So, for example, those of us that are disabled, our contributions aren't in the workforce, but they're in other areas of life, whether it's helping out food pantry when and where we can, whether it's just the ideas that you help put forth in the world. The books you write, the art you make, etc.
Yeah, our society certainly wouldn't have gotten where it is without people writing books.
Exactly. Or art. Our
Yeah.
society would not have been where it is now without art and music and, yeah, all the things that people take for granted.
I find it really odd that the idea of helping people at that sort of level is so abhorrent to them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's strange yet interesting, but sad that they feel
But
so angry about it.
I think they feel angry about something else. I don't think they understand what it is.
Oh, I agree.
I
I completely agree. I think they're angry about their own life and they're taking it out on other people.
I mean, it's the weird thing I don't understand about the gun control thing, that no one is saying that having to have a permit doesn't. Most people anyone that's got a gun almost certainly is going to get to keep their gun.
Yeah. We just want you to have a license and training. That's it. I just want you to know how to fucking use it and be mentally stable and safe. That's it.
No,
I'm not
I agree.
trying to take your damn gun. You can keep your stupid gun. I just want you to have a license, damn it.
I'm trying to remember was it Switzerland that had a shooting, and then all of a sudden they implemented storage because everyone at that point, everyone in Switzerland had a gun because everyone did military service and you have to keep and maintain a gun. And then they had a mass shooting, and they said that's it. You no longer you've still got to keep and maintain your gun, but your gun is kept in storage here so that no one else can get hold of it that shouldn't have a gun. And they've not had a single incident since.
I mean, it really is just that quick of a response, you know, like to see other countries so quickly, oh shit, we're going to do something about this problem. And then you have America that just every single day, we're desensitized to it. Every day there's a mass shooting in this country. And we still refuse to do anything because, oh God, don't politicize dead children. It's already political.
You have to. You smell.
Smelly dog.
Nothing there. Look that way. Look that way. Over there. No. Go away.
My phone is still losing power.
Oh,
Slowly, but it's like not recharging. It's still slowly using.
my old phone
Well,
used
are
to
you
do
on the
that.
phone now, Doc?
What's that?
Are you using the phone now?
Yep. That's all I have.
Okay.
'Cause
Yeah,
I
'cause
can't.
it sounds like you need to shut it down and let it rest for a while.
Yeah. My
Pretty
old
soon,
one
probably.
would do that whenever I streamed. It wouldn't charge. It would just keep losing battery. I would have to switch it off for like at least 30 minutes for it to start getting a charge.
My roommate's about to bring me some food, so maybe
Yay.
I'll hop out for a while then.
Okay.
Okay, sweet.
Food is always a good thing.
Yep.
I keep getting these people telling me I'm supposed to have food every single day, and it's like, it's kind of a weird concept, but
I am beginning to come to the conclusion that I am simply unable to do that Well, no, I'm able to do it, but I really shouldn't.
You really should. You have to eat every day. If you don't eat every day, you actually gain more weight because your body goes into starvation mode, and so it stops burning fat and it stores
Yeah.
it.
You're not doing
Stores it.
multiple
Yep.
smaller.
Yep.
Eat less, but more often.
Yep. Like small snacks every few hours.
And I did just turn up my brightness all the way down, if that's what Orla meant.
That'll make.
Thank you, Orla. What's that?
That will make a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just the light uses up a lot of battery.
Just using when playing pogo, I have to turn my brightness right down. Otherwise, I can't stay.
And
up
I'm
for a long
light
time.
sensitive anyway and shouldn't be staring into even a normal screen. So I actually have to turn to the side sometimes because it's not as bright looking at it that way. So the lower light setting is working for me.
Is that your R2D2 impersonation?
It could be.
What? This is weird. Oh my God, why? Why am I looking at Twitter? Help me. Help me now.
Oh, what's going on
And what did
Twitter
you
now?
find?
I
There's
haven't looked at it since I got up.
there's a conspiracy theory about the El Paso shooting.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
They're claiming that what station? Hold on. I can't believe people are this sick in the head. All right.
Well, it was
Okay.
inevitable.
They're claiming that a local reporter announced the shooting before it happened, 23 minutes before it happened. There's some conspiracy theory that I don't even know what they're trying to say. They're saying that it was announced 23 minutes before it ever happened, with a casualty report of at least 18 dead before there was ever any information given to the media.
People in
People
America
are
not
gross.
understand time zones.
No, they don't. No, seriously. The serious answer to that question is legit. No, they don't. One of many reasons we need to end daylight savings because it only makes it worse. Americans are just like, what?
I totally agree with that. Daylight savings time is bullshit, and I hate it.
I know, it is bullshit. I hate it so much. You know, there's an increased rate of heart attacks during whenever we spring forward.
For the few days after,
Uh-huh.
there is a massive spike in heart attacks.
Yep.
But it balances out. There's no more heart attacks that week than the following week. It's just that they all happen at the start of the week instead.
Well, people are more likely to have a heart attack on Sunday versus any other day of the week.
It seems to be something to do with breaking the routine, I think.
It's the stress and anxiety of the fact that you have to go back to work or school or, whatever the situation may be the next day.
Well, it's a radical time adjustment, right? Even by an hour.
Mm-hmm.
No, if there's more heart
And
attacks on Sundays, it's obvious that going to church is bad for your health.
Mhm.
oh yeah.
Oh.
You'll say that stat needs
oh,
to be cross-checked with religion.
oh, if I may ask our resident European, if I may refer to you as that, Dave.
Sure.
Do you do the daylight savings time thing over there?
It's a week different. I think it's a week different to yours, which makes it
Mm.
really confusing if for converting times.
Oh yeah. Why do you do it?
No, it's more. It's 4 weeks. AXP this year was a month. It took a month of different times before you got into sync. The war was with everything else.
Right, because that's what I thought we did it for. Was it World War
Yep.
One or two? One?
One or
I
two?
think it was one. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did it for war, and now we still have it for
Yeah,
no
and it's
fucking reason.
yeah, it's completely useless now.
Well, I mean, Arizona said "fuck you." You know, they opted out. They have their own damn time zone.
Yeah.
It seems if you can make something happen for about 70 years, people will think it's always happened. That's always the way it was, and we can't
Yeah.
possibly change it.
Yeah.
Well, pretty much if a whole generation grew up with it, they'll have that attitude.
Yeah.
That's very true.
You know, that basically every generation grows up with the idea that there really wasn't any history before they were born.
I grew up with it, of course, but I never liked it. Not even as a little kid.
Well, and I'm in an especially weird situation because the state of Michigan does the daylight savings time or doesn't do the daylight savings time. Wisconsin does, but even though I'm technically in Michigan, they decided that the 5 counties that border Wisconsin were going to stay on the Wisconsin time. So half the year I'm on the same time zone with the rest of the state, and half the year it's an hour difference if I drive east.
Crazy. Why can't we just stop it?
I know, right?
Conservatism.
I applause.
Yep.
Applause.
Don't dare change it. Even if it's
Yes.
better.
Right.
Yeah,
So
even
true,
if
though.
it's outdated and it makes sense to change it now,
We can't have that.
you know, and especially since that,
Fuck
you know,
progress, man.
all the cities are fully lit and we've got, you know, businesses running 24 hours a day. And who the hell gets up at sunrise anyway? So there really isn't any compelling reason to worry about it getting daylight an hour earlier.
Yeah.
It would make a lot more sense for it to be light an hour later in the winter so that people aren't driving home in the dark when the roads are icy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If
Oh
they
my
have to
God.
do it.
Yeah. Well, around here in the winter, it's getting dark by the time all the kids get off the school bus. So anybody who works till 5 o'clock is driving home in the dark.
Oh, I remember driving home from work in the absolute dark. Yeah.
There's been some interesting studies on that we should move the workday more that way. So, as in, move the workday, especially during the winter months, into the dark, so that you actually can be outside during the daylight.
Makes sense.
I suppose it depends you work outside.
Yeah.
Enter critical. What you're saying about your partner had a blood clot?
Shit, yeah, that came on all of a sudden, and that was being sat in a computer chair. but she was like, we were lied to constantly from the moment we went in as to
Okay.
when we would get a scan, and it escalated.
That's really scary.
Oi.
That's my fiance. They officially nobody could talk to me about it, but on the side, one of the doctors said that he thought that she had a blood clot that got to her brain and she had a stroke.
My dad's a lucky son of a bitch. He had a big hemorrhage and a mini stroke, and 6 months later he was literally 100% back to normal. He lost his eyesight. He lost everything. Went back to normal. He came out of it the other side with nothing.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry, I
my
gotta pop out real quick. I'll hopefully be back soon. I'm getting a call that I will see you guys soon. I hope.
See you later.
If I
Okay.
don't
Okey-doke.
die of exhaustion.
Yep. All right. Yeah, I'm probably gonna keep this one fairly short here today, so I don't know if anybody's gonna be taking this up after me.
No, I don't think I'll be able to.
Yeah, I
think
think
I
everybody's
think
pretty
I need
much
to just.
finished with it. Well, we passed the 48 hours, and I think that was kind of the goal at this point. So
Yep.
it's gone
Yup.
on way well. It's gone on way more than it was intended to. It was only originally scheduled for 13 hours.
Indeed.
Yeah. I had brought up the idea of me going live on a platform, Live Me, that I go on live regularly. So if I decide to just to share around more places and people, but so if I end up doing that, I will definitely just go to the
Yeah.
Twitter group and let you guys know there.
Well, that would be great, if you could get in front of a different audience.
Absolutely. But I will either see you guys back here or I will see you guys on Twitter or somewhere else.
Okay.
All right.
Moo.
Y'all have fun. Oh,
Thank you so much, Silver.
anytime. No problem.
Well, and it's great having so much time to talk with you and get to know you better.
Absolutely. It's been a lot of fun for everybody, I think. Like, it's been cool just to have the constant rotating doors of people coming in and chatting for hours. Like, it's been awesome.
It's been quite a thing.
All right. I'm out. Y'all have a good one. And I'll
Okay,
talk to you
thank you,
guys soon.
Julie.
Yep.
You too.
Yep, we'll see ya.
Okay. Well, we got space open if anybody else wants to come in.
Drag all her in.
Badger or Nerdy, it should be evening for you there, so you should actually have a decent time, huh? Doorknob Head, I don't know if you've ever gotten into the live chats at all. Although, sounds like somebody who could be dangerous to actually bring in here.
Doorknob Head is such a cutie. He's funny.
There.
Yeah. The wisecracks make things interesting.
You having fun? Oh.
He wants to be a mystery man. I can totally respect that.
Yeah. Okay, Tria, you get some rest. Oh, I'm sure that's what everybody needs at this point.
Yo, everybody's put in so much time, and it's just so incredible. This thing became a monster.
Yeah, it really just kept going. Okay, Badger, just sent you a link in Twitter. If you feel like stepping in for a little while. You're always kind of quiet unless we get on to Star Wars.
Just in time, I actually think my food has arrived.
Okay. So shut your phone off for a while and let it cool off. If possible,
Yep.
put it in front of a fan where it's like set up on something so that the air can flow under it.
Yep, I will do that. I got my AC going over here and try to rig up something. So, yep, I will be signing off right now, and I will hopefully rejoin shortly. I don't know, how long are you going on this one?
Oh, I don't know, probably another hour or so.
Okay, I should be able to hop back on then. So I will see you all in a few.
Okay.
Take care, honey.
Enjoy your food.
TTFN.
All right. Oh.
Oh, no. Where am I?
Okay.
We're about to hear a clunk as Diana hits the desk.
What?
We're about to hit a clunk as she hits the desk.
Yeah. No, I was reading Doorknob Heads. Oral from BTB and Critical. I won't last long. Better get that jizz towel. The jizz towel ready. Okay. This makes a little more sense that way, but nah. Yeah.
He wants a Brit sandwich.
Yeah. Well, I am a bit dyslexic, and with the lack of sleep, that flares up more, so I'm having more trouble reading the text. At this point, I'm kind of surprised that my eyes can even focus that well. Well, Orla, I have the ASD and the social anxiety. I managed to not worry about the shutter phobia by not having a camera, but that's going to be changing. So I'm going to have a camera soon, but I definitely do not intend on using it all the time, especially in the live chats.
No, I'm not sure. That's my back. To sit up.
That's actually my biggest complaint about the StreamYards is that it doesn't allow me to put an avatar or an icon up there.
OBS and just put a picture on.
It won't even let you put a still picture. It's either a live camera feed or nothing. So I actually have to get a separate software that'll mimic a camera to be able to put anything in there.
I do this. Just let me try something and see if I can break everything.
What's that?
No, I can never run the cam through OBS.
Yeah, I can't run OBS. Oh, sorry, Badger's waiting, and I didn't click to bring him in. There we go.
Which is what he's
Hello,
done.
Badger.
Hello, everyone.
Moo.
So what's going on in your neck of the woods?
Well, my neck of the woods is still a little bruised actually for some biting recently, but yeah. Other than that, I'm doing all right. Trying to do, you know.
Sorry, did you say you're bruised from fighting?
No comment. So yeah, I'm doing all right. Carrying on, surviving. I was just going to say, are you doing this on a like a PC, or are you doing it on a mobile doodly doo, Mr. Purple?
I'm on a desktop.
All right, because there's a program that I use for getting my my video feed to work, which is called SplitCam. I don't think it takes too much in the way of resources to run, and it can do still images or video. So if you wanted, I could do your little loopy doopy thing.
Okay, is that split cam was one word or two for me to get up here?
There's one word with capital on the cam as well.
Okay, yeah, I think I found it here. I think I found a site to download it.
Yeah, I recommend. Well, I'm going to say I tentatively recommend it. It's worked for me so far. It's got some useful features, and you can have video or still image through it.
Okay, well, I'll give it a try. Probably.
I think it would also work with a live webcam feed to add effects to it if you wanted to. But I would imagine that might take a little bit more of the old processing.
I'm sorry. Can you say that again a little slower?
I think it would. I think it will also work with a live webcam feed to enable you. That's the word I'm trying to say. To enable you to have effects on your live feed, like swirly effects or whatever.
Okay.
But I would imagine that would take a little more processing power. So you might be better off just with the basic. Here is an image through the thing, or here is a video through the thing.
Okay, well, I download the program. I'll wait until I've had some rest before I start playing with it.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Yeah, I don't think my comprehension's very good right now.
You should see, see me when I'm trying to do something too late at night. A while ago, I was in like sort of an online roleplay setting, and I was typing away, and I suddenly realized that it was morning. And at some point, I have no memory of doing this, but I'd shut everything down, half typed a message saying that I'm going to bed, and then gone to bed.
Okay.
I hadn't actually sent that message, but I'd half typed it.
When I was living
Well,
in the
you
uni
also
lab,
said you shut everything down and then typed the message. Isn't it only effective if you type the message before you shut things down?
Yeah, let's swap the order of that. I did the typing first. The story makes much more sense that way. Actually, I wonder if there's a setting in SplitCam somewhere. Not SplitCam, in StreamYard somewhere about what. I'll have a look later on.
What's it? Yeah, the StreamYards.
I don't even know. I'm just saying words.
Yeah, the StreamYards, if you want to pay for it, it adds some more features, but on the free level, it's pretty basic.
Oh, I see. So having a default avatar would probably be a premium feature, right?
You know, although to its credit, it at least is pretty easy to manage, and you know, even as incompetent as I am with the tech, I was able to figure it out on my own in about 2 hours.
Well, that's not too bad. I've got it. I have a thing on StreamYards, but I haven't used it yet. I've just got it there ready for when.
Yeah. One of the things I'm nervous about is I was reading it, you know, and a lot of it says things like the free version is not limited to how much you can stream yet. but this is something we may implement in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Which to me seems that they're saying that, they're not well enough known yet, but once it gets popular, they're going to start putting a lot more limits on it.
It's possible. It's possible they could do something like that. I'm not sure. I think companies do sometimes do that. They'll do like a good introductory offer, and then after a certain point, once they've got big enough to do a cut off on that. But then a lot of them will keep the sort of the legacy offer for people who joined before that time.
Yeah. Well, that
I don't know if they will do that, but some of them do.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll just have to see. But yeah, with Google Hangouts, dropping out, it's
Yep.
kind of suddenly created a market for these things, and people are kind of, fighting over which one's going to be the dominant platform. Okay, Dave, what is that we're seeing on your screen there?
That's what I want to know.
Let's have a look. Oh dear. No, in response to Doorknob Head in the chat there, yes, the badger does have thumbs, but I'm not quite your standard badger. I'm a rare subspecies, which would be rather than Meles as the European badger is, I am Meles sapiens, which comes with opposable thumbs.
Convenient. Oh. No, I discovered that in my dad's flat earlier today.
Oh, it's your picture.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Okay,
It reminds me of the staff room in a place I used to work.
I don't know what it is, but it looks unsanitary.
That's right. Although saying that would fit with the rest of his flat.
Is it in keeping with the theme?
I've never found something that large before, but it certainly doesn't smell good. The flat in general.
Oh, I think in the thing, Purple, Nerdy Rodent's hoping that he might be able to get a link from you.
Yep, I was just in Twitter sending Nerdy a link.
Yeah, excellent. No, I just saw it in the group chat and thought I'd say just in case.
Yep.
Orla wants you to imitate her stutter, so we know how bad it is.
Oh dear. I'll have to get back to you on that one. Just give me a minute while I get that in my head. I suppose it would in my experience it tends to happen on sort of certain words, and the word just kind of sticks, and she'll go sort of and then pause and then say the thing again.
Oh my. Okay, kids. I think I'm going to have to duck out. I'm just
You should. You are looking
scraping along the
really
ground
tired.
here.
You're going a little bit droopy there, Diana.
Yeah, definitely. It's not going well. It's definitely neat, but I'm happy to have participated in this. I really am, and
It's always great to see you.
Who's been a part of it, and I'm happy that we were able to get Doc as much as we have, and perhaps we can continue on the rest of the week and see what we can manage.
Yeah, definitely see what we can come up with.
But thanks, everybody, really. And
Okay. Yeah, you need to get some sleep.
yeah, it's just I'm starting to feel ill, and that means that I've got to go to bed.
Yeah, you
I do
swish yourself
definitely
too
recommend
much.
it. Have a nice snooze.
Thanks a lot, Troops.
It's always nice seeing you, and I hope to have another chat with you at some point.
Absolutely, have you on again. Thanks a lot, Troops. See you on the other side.
We'll catch you later.
Oh, we've gone all three-way.
How do you manage to stay in the centre then?
Oh well, as I'm sure you know, I am a fantastically amazing badger, so I can just do these things.
Mm-hmm.
I think the format's different for each person's screen there.
Oh,
because when it was the three of us, Dave, you were in the center on mine.
Also, I think it helps that I'm in the middle anyway.
Mm.
Oh, Nerdy's got a fancy new
Who's got a wibbly wobbly
moving
intro thing?
avatar there.
Oi, greetings.
Oh, yeah. What I was going to say, Purple, is I could do a little. I could try and do like a little wibbly video thing with your avatar if you want.
Oh, that'd be great if if you've got the time to do it.
I can. It won't take too long. I can do something fairly simple, just like a fancy moving background or something.
A small oscillating triceratops.
An oscillating triceratops, yes, indeed.
Actually, I have.
Use a squeaky chair. That's me.
I have some other artwork. Oh, where are they? I haven't had a chance to use these guys much yet. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I'm reading slow. But, yeah, these characters are on my title card here.
Ooh. You got a Gatling gun on you.
Yep.
I could probably do a thing with the Gatling gun boy if you like.
Yeah, that would be very cool if you could
do
something with them.
Yeah, if you better plop them in a Twitter thing to me or something, I'm sure I could just do a little background.
As you can see, this is actually a transforming character that the Triceratops is transformed from the Citron.
Oh yes, I used to have a little T-Rex thing that would turn into half a T-Rex. I'm not sure exactly what it was supposed to turn into, but it turned into like a mer-rex. It had like a swimming tail, I suppose. I don't know how it was supposed to.
There was definitely a transformer that looked exactly like that.
Yeah. What's going on in the chat today? Oh, Spooky's here.
And I'm realizing that I don't have my external drive connected.
Is this the first time in the last 48 hours it's been all men?
I think it might be.
Possibly.
Sorry, the first time in the last 48 hours that's been what?
Do you count?
Yeah, actually, I'm pretty sure.
Do you count the badger and the rodent in there?
Are they male badgers and male rodents?
All male.
I think so. Yeah.
I'd say I'd check, but that's not how it works these days.
Well, I don't know. Hang on. Yeah, badger's male. Yeah.
You say badgers mice? Well, I go for an anal gland if you want to be sure.
You can go there if you want.
Not sure if you want to.
How closely related is the rare European badger to the honey badger?
Oh, it's the same family. It's the let's try that again. It's the Mustelidae. It's the same family, but The honey badger is, well, the honey badger is just crazy. That's my cousin's
videos.
My cousin over in Africa, right? He's just insane. You don't want to fuck with him. All right, I'll tell you a little story about my cousin, the honey badger. Yeah, he's just ambling along, minding his own business, and this fucking lion just came out of nowhere, grabbed him. Now, this is something that we European badgers do as well, but the honey badgers, they'll just go right for the nuts, mate. They just right in there.
Is that a sexual thing?
Not when you've been grabbed by a lion, no.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to get to learn the difference there because I've dealt with the badgers in Wisconsin. I've
that's
encountered the live ones out in the forest, and that's there really isn't a good way to handle that situation once they've sighted you.
I think the worst thing we get here nowadays is absolutely vicious hedgehogs.
Hedgehogs, you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, quite frankly, I would rather deal with one of the black bears than deal with a badger.
If you want to send me,
the black bears seem like you can kind of reason with them if they know you're not threatening them. The badgers are just fucking nuts.
Oh, you see, the American badger and the British badger are also a distinct species. So
yeah,
I don't know if I keep telling the same story, but I'm going to tell you.
That's what I mean. I've had to learn the difference here.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you've specifically heard this, but I keep telling it on stream, so I'm going to tell it again because fuck it. The British badger, if you look at comparative pictures, the British badger looks like he's about to invite you back to his little cottage in the country for tea and custard creams. Whereas the American badger looks like he's about to invite you to a back alley for a curb stomping.
Yep.
And that about suits the temperament as well.
Honey badgers have a ball sack targeting system.
Mm-hmm. They also interesting thing about the honey badger. In fact, two interesting things about honey badgers. They have they have very loose skin. So if you grab a honey badger pretty much anywhere on its body, it can still bite you. And another thing about a honey badger is they have very kind of thick, leathery skin. So you can probably hit a honey badger with a machete, and you're not actually going to achieve very much.
Don't hit honey badgers with machetes would be my advice.
Just let them go straight after your balls?
Yeah,
is the key here.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I knew they had a
Stay
particularly
away.
tough hide as far as other animals' teeth and claws didn't tend to do much to them.
Well, they're just fucking crazy, mate. Also, snake venom is not hugely effective on the honey badger. At least not the snakes in the area they live.
Is that because
we
the
don't
snakes dare
have
not go
very-
near them?
No, I saw a video of a honey badger eating a snake. As the honey badger kind of grabbed the snake in the middle, the head end bit the honey badger. And then the honey badger just killed the snake and then passed out because it was full of venom. Then, like an hour or so later, just got up and carried on eating the snake.
Yeah, the normal Friday night.
I just don't give a shit.
Or was that intentional? Is that how the badgers get high?
It might just be they're just, oh yeah, I'm going to get a bite of a bloody snake, mate. Just,
What do they normally eat?
Well, Nerdy, You've been pretty quiet in here. What's going on with you?
Oh, ugh, not a lot going on with me. It's been work while you've been doing your 600-hour marathon stream for Doc. So yeah, I've probably had more sleep than you while I've been working and stuff.
Well, you've had some time off, I see. So you've posted some new graphics you've done.
Yeah, there's the occasional bit of bath singing, the occasional fractal, but yeah, I never know what I'm doing. So until I've actually done it, I have no plans and no schedule.
Yeah.
Same.
Well, that's being artistic. You don't know what it's going to look like until you finished.
Yep. I never know when it's going to start either, so that's the problem.
Well, I kind of have that with my writing, that sometimes it's like I don't really feel that I'm controlling the story. I sometimes feel more like I'm just writing down what the characters are telling me.
Yeah.
Sounds right.
I do story writing in the same way I do role play, which is I try to get into the head of the character. But the problem is that means I can't plan any stories. They happen as they happen.
Yep. Well, and sometimes it's not a good thing. I have a story I don't want to finish because where the characters are going is disturbing me.
Oh dear.
Well, I've got these two characters that have just this, incredibly strong relationship, but it's basically because they're both kind of psychopaths. So it's kind of like they were like connected by a computer dating site for sharing common interests like knives and disembodying people.
Great. I know some people like that.
Common interests include cannibalism. Ooh, tick.
I think one of them's in the chat, actually.
So it's kind of like I don't really want to go back to that story because I don't really want to see where they're going with this.
I do particularly enjoy stories about particularly psychopaths. I have not just the murdering kind, the standard just lack of empathy kind as well.
The fun manipulative kind.
Oh yeah, I have kind of a story in my head and in the works about such character, or featuring such character among other characters, but I'm still figuring out how that's going to work, and I'm trying not to let that character just destroy everyone.
Yeah.
I suppose the point is you've got to justify a reason for them destroying everyone.
Yeah, well, you see, the problem is people are kind of fragile, like emotionally.
But the psychopath tends to be the functioning psychopaths tend to want to coexist to some degree.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying they don't, but I'm saying that in the setting that my story is taking place in, it's kind of an environment where the psychopath might very well just emotionally ruin everyone that's opposed to them.
That seems reasonable.
Yeah, it sounds fine to me. Yeah, that's 2 upvotes. The eyes have it. The eyes have it.
What?
Oh, yes. Too much TLDR.
Yeah, I'm playing with a couple of characters in my novel that are, having difficulty because they're like being forced to work together. But while it's nothing that happened in their lifetime, their species have a long history, basically something that happened a couple hundred years ago and it's still never been straightened out.
Hmm. We're talking a sort of a difficult. Ah, I can't speak today. Are we talking a kind of an unfortunate historical incident?
Yeah.
Is it more of a group of people that were mean to another group of people, or was it more of a cataclysm or something?
Well, it's kind of like during a war, one side wound up being pretty much collateral damage in a war that they weren't really involved in at the time.
Ah,
So it wiped out most of their society, but they barely knew what was going on before it started.
hmm. Sounds a little like the Bajorans in Deep Space Nine.
I didn't really follow Deep Space Nine, so I'm not too familiar with the storylines there.
DS9's my favourite.
Yeah, it's definitely one of mine. Yeah, the Bajorans were the relatively peaceful but not very technologically advanced people. That the Cardassians, which are the weird spoonhead lizards, kind of subjugated in order to power their industry for their war machine while doing something else, and then the Federation kind of beat them up a bit.
Yeah, I watched, like the beginning of Deep Space Nine. I don't really quite recall,
It took a bit
why
of
I
getting
dropped
going.
off from that one, why I wasn't following it. It may have just been situational. It may have just been it didn't work with my schedule at the time, but I never really got to it. I think part of it too was Deep Space Nine seemed to, kind of go against the whole Star Trek thing, that Star Trek was always about exploring and seeking out new worlds, and Deep Space Nine was like, yeah, we're gonna sit here in one place and see what shows up on our doorstep.
That's kind of what I liked about it.
Yes. I mean, they reckon that, or again, how rumory, that it would never have been made if Roddenberry. Yes. Still been alive. Things like Federation getting cloaks and them being bad.
I particularly liked Deep Space Nine for one particular element, which was the rivalry at the start between Sisko and Picard. Because you see, Picard is always kind of venerated as this wonderful, lovely diplomat and role model and all this business. But some of the things that happened during his command would have had considerable fallout for other people. And it's nice to see a show not shying away from that side of it. Like you see, just when Picard is assigning Sisko to the station, you can see Sisko there. He's a Starfleet officer and he's going to do his duty, but he makes no secret of the fact that he despises Picard.
Yeah, I did catch part of that, and it did actually help Picard's character, be more filled out that way. That not everybody saw him in quite the same light.
Mm-hmm.
I think you also got that after the Borg.
Yeah. Well, it was because of the Borg thing that happened. That Sisko didn't like him.
Couldn't trust him.
Well, not just couldn't trust him. Sisko's wife died in the Battle of Warp 359.
I forgot that.
I was always more an Odo and Quark guy. I like those. One person always being naughty, one person always trying to catch him being naughty.
Quark.
I liked it when Major Kira would get involved in that. Odo's there kind of, he's a, Quark's, he's a shady businessman and he does all kinds of things, but kind of we got this relationship going. I tolerate him. And then occasionally Quark will piss off Major Kira, and then the shit hits the fan. He's just there. It's there like when he did that advertising cup in all of the replicators. So whenever somebody replicated a drink, it would appear in a mug with a picture of Quark on it. That whenever you shook the mug, it would go, "Come to Quark's, Quark's is fun. Come to Quark's, don't walk, run."
Doc is in the back room.
Oh, that's one of my favourite things ever from the series. And then just Major Kira's just standing there. She just kind of grabs him, holds him against the wall. If you don't fix this, I will come to Quark's and I will have fun. He's like, I'll get right on it. But yeah, I do recommend Deep Space Nine.
I'm really looking forward to Picard. I've been so long without good Star Trek.
I'm trying to be quietly optimistic, but I have grave misgivings about the Picard.
I definitely have misgivings, but I'm not letting them get. I'm not letting them at the moment. It's just like, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you can get the excitement back, then certainly run with it.
They've had so many, really bad fumbles that, you've got to feel cautious about any new thing they're coming up with at this point. They're trying to keep the franchise going, but there's too many different writers who've tried to go different directions.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it's worked, sometimes it hasn't.
Oh no, I've just realised I've been inundated with Twitter notifications.
Yes. You're gonna let Doc back in, Purple?
Yeah, he should still. The link.
He's got the link. He's just waiting. He's
still work.
He's in the thing. You got to boop the button that makes him appear.
Those euphemisms.
Oh, okay. There it is. Sorry, No. See, I go to get him and he disappeared again.
Yeah. Doc, get back in here.
Sorry, Doc. I was, trying to. There we are.
Is your time on your phone, right?
There you are, Doc.
Hello?
Hello.
The atheist in chat as well.
I can barely hear anybody.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's probably my fault.
Hold on, it might be me.
No, it's probably your fault, Dave, yeah.
No, I got it.
Better, your phone melted the speaker.
I have sort of realised that at any time there is someone...
I got everything maxed on my end, and I can't hear very well.
It's part of the Dave conspiracy.
I hope you're not damaging your phone there.
Have you heard
I
any
hope
of
so too.
stories on my random streams?
Say again?
Have you heard any of my stories of Dave on my random streams?
No, I only really discovered you a couple of weeks ago.
Ah, well, you see,
the
I have a friend called Dave, and I call him Dave the Dickhead
That's usually apt.
because he's an absolute dickhead.
We could probably do a test with Sassy Atheist now because we've got 3 different British people. So, do you reckon she could tell us apart?
I'm
Do
intrigued.
you reckon that we could sort of merge together accent-wise?
Yes,
Just kind
Voltron.
of, or just try to talk as much like each other as possible.
Oh, that's too hard. I can't
I was
do.
going to say, I couldn't.
I can try American. I can try an Australian, but try a Badger accent or a Dave accent.
Wait there.
Well, what are the rough regionals that we have here?
Just wait there. Let me get rid of this.
Well, Dave sounds farther south than me, but I'm only sort of going by possible seaside sounds outside. I can hear geese from someone.
Hello, Doc. By
Yes,
the way.
seagulls.
Is it seagulls? Yeah. So I would guess you're somewhere like Portsmouth area.
No.
Or
It's gone dark.
How about if I say Beckenhead?
Birkenhead. Oh God, I'm terrible with geography as well. But
What else they say? Bus and pub, bus. I can't remember. My original accent was Scouse.
oh, okay,
Until I moved to Bristol.
yeah, near me then. Yeah, I started off.
Borstal for a while.
Yes. Well, I moved out of Bristol quite quickly into Chepstow. Bought a house in Chepstow.
Why have you gone dark, Dave?
Because we were going to see if Sassy could recognise who.
Oh.
And if I'm talking, if you can see me talking, it gives it away.
Then it's too obvious, yes. All right. Let me tell you this then. I have a relatively neutral kind of Brit voice, although I do have elements of a more southern vibe from upbringing, and also elements of a northern vibe purely from watching too much Red Dwarf as a child.
And I have a relatively, I can't remember what you said now, I can't do it.
Relatively neutral
Brit accent with parts of the south and the north in it as well.
Oh, you did a pretty good West Country.
I tried to do 3 different ones there, but yeah.
I can do a little bit of north. Yeah, but I can do a bit of northern. And I can do a little bit of southern from around down here as well.
I can definitely hear the differences better if I've closed my eyes while you're talking. But that's the way I process things.
Yeah, we all sound the same.
It's whether you can tell the differences by the laughs. That's the thing. I think the key here is that we all have slightly different and distinct laughs. Oh, maybe we don't.
Some of us have stupid laughs.
I've been told that I giggle like Rumpelstiltskin.
Okay, yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
Brilliant.
So there you go, Sassy. Can you now recognise various different British accents? It's easy. You can come to loads more Brit streams as well, and then you can go, "Ooh, I know where they're from."
Hmm. The difficulty is when you start. Ooh.
Hey, what about Dave, Sassy? What about Dave? Come on, does Dave sound the same as both of us?
You see, what you need to do is carry on talking then. Pretend you're me.
Well, the question is, Dave, do you sound the same as everyone else? Well, you see, I think I do, yeah.
I think I do, yeah.
Yeah, I think actually my accent is very similar to yours, Mr. Whoever the fuck I was going to say then.
No, there's a definite difference between the Australian and the British.
Well, the Australians like this. No, it's not.
That's right. You just have to try and remember to at least go up at the end.
You see, Australian, you've got to remember that it's hot as fuck in Australia. So just relax your mouth, all right? You don't need to over-enunciate your words. You just got to relax the mouth, and you've got to go up a bit at the end.
to Australian. No. I just end up insulting people.
I don't think you said anything more British than you've come in.
Yeah,
If I'm going to unsub people,
tired.
Go
I'm
on.
getting tired, and my brain is being more random than usual. So somehow I just put that all together and jumped to an idea for a new storyline.
Ooh.
We helped.
What if we were dealing with people by like having a prison colony on the moon,
Interesting.
and they managed to nuke the Earth, so the only people who survived were the prisoners?
It'd be Moon Australia.
Yeah, I see the
Yeah,
Australian
basically.
reference there, yeah.
It's like, yeah, what if Europe and North America were blown away and Australia was all that's left?
People that still believe it doesn't exist.
Suppose.
It's Dave English.
Dave, are you Australian?
Oh, yeah, Dave's definitely Australian.
He's one of them Aussie bastards, isn't he?
You're calling yourself David during this, calling yourself in the third person doesn't work.
Rodents do it all the time.
No, the badger would never refer to himself in third person.
No, Dave's from Sweden. That's a Swedish accent.
Is he?
I'm Norwegian, and the badger's actually from Lithuania.
What do British people say?
Scones. Johnny's supposed to blow the bloody doors all off.
Greater.
We've thoroughly Britished up the place now.
Yeah, we've lost Doc again.
Oh dear.
I think his phone
Sorry,
left it down.
Seem to have let one slide.
I wonder what the smell was.
Run him out of town.
Oh dear, someone mentioned Baby Shark. Thankfully, none of us know Baby Shark, so that's it.
If you keep talking about this, I have no clue what it is.
No,
I definitely don't know Baby Shark at all. I couldn't sing it right now, and I'm not going to.
She's going to have to come in and do
I know
it.
Baby Shark, but I can't sing, and I'm not going to bring that one out anyway.
I can sing a bit.
I only know it because Sloth Girl keeps throwing it at me.
Oh, you have been infected. All right. Well, I'm still, I'm going to set up a sanctuary for those that haven't yet been infected by Baby Shark, and
well, I can sing a bit, but I am not going to sing that.
Okay. Well, you can come in. We'll keep an eye on you.
I can sing something else if you like.
Oh, okay.
Something good?
I don't know about that.
I've had I fought the law in my head on repeat for last 24 hours.
Did it win?
No.
Oh. I've just realised that my earphone is magnetic.
It's because all speakers are magnetic. What do you mean more magnetic than...
No, I was just here and it attached itself to the side of this chair. I went, oh!
Oh, I thought it was the realization that it was attaching to your head and that your head was somehow... Okay.
Actually, wouldn't it be easier if we had a metal iron plate implanted at birth?
Would be nice.
Just behind the ear.
Yeah, personal magnetic attachment. It's fine.
Yeah.
Makes it easier for all sorts of wearable tech. Headphones, Google Glasses. Yeah.
And if someone shoots you and you're facing that way, it'll be pulled towards it and bounce off.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah.
Or shatter and blow the fuck out your brain.
Yeah. Either way, it's fine.
Either way, it's nothing to worry about.
What could I sing?
I don't know. No one can say anything after what Doorknobhead just said.
What did he say? I didn't know Baby Shark until yesterday. I had it in my head at work all night last night. Yep. Maybe I could sing something from Skyrim, try and get it out of his head.
Is there a song that has the arrow to the knee lyrics in?
Probably. I could sing some of the songs from in the game though, if you want.
Apparently there is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I like the Lusty Argonian Maid ones personally, but
Unfortunately, I don't know that as a song.
Oh.
I know it as some posts on dodgy websites.
Oh no, there's all four. You have to find all 4 chapters in game of the Lusty Argonian Maid.
Yeah, I've seen some shit, man. I could sing you the Tale of the Tongues if you like.
I think we all just said yes.
Doorknobhead says, "Give us some rim job."
I think he might be coming to the wrong streams.
What, Doorknobhead?
Yeah.
He's supposed to be in the live chat on Pornhub.
Yeah, don't forget to follow me on Pornhub. No, you wrote in. What? No, hang on.
Well, technically, I am on Pornhub. You can, I always say, well, I don't always say, but I sometimes say in the, Purple, Sassy's in the back room.
Oh, there. Okay.
What was I saying?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
Sometimes,
Sassy.
Hi.
Hi, Sissy.
yeah, I say when I'm extroducing my videos to the end introduction, I say that you can find me on YouTube, BitChute, Twitter, Gab, Minds, and Pornhub.
And do you include Pornhub links?
Well, I basically I made an account on Pornhub just so that I could say that.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, I've heard you say that, Badger. I've never actually tried to verify it.
Oh,
I don't think I really want to know what Badger porn looks like.
No, you don't.
Well, there's a mummy
I
badger.
have accidentally made frog porn.
I don't want to know either. I honestly don't.
I have accidentally made frog pornography.
Frog spawn.
Yeah, I remember that story.
Yeah, no, I've set up the nature cameras in outside. You see, watching the pond, and the frogs were just going at it, man. Oh, think Sassy broke.
Yeah, it was all that frog spawn. That was it. That's look now. Back on your channel. It's like, what, is it there? Has he uploaded it?
Yeah, Sassy broke.
Yeah.
What did you do?
Too many Australians.
That's what you start letting the Aussies in, and it all goes to shit, man.
G'day, Sassy. It's not Jar.
Huh? What? What's going on? Oh my gosh.
We don't even know anymore.
How many different people are in this chat?
I can't even. I'm on my phone and I can't even read the live chat on YouTube because every time I exit, it cancels me out. So of StreamYard. So I hate that.
Well, if you would like, I can sing you a song from Skyrim.
Okay, no. I was listening to you guys, and you said none of you or except for Purple knows what Baby Shark is. I, on the other hand, know what Baby Shark is, and I know the lyrics to it.
Can you mute other people in this one?
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna playfully sing this song. I'm not gonna sing it seriously. The song starts off with baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do 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 do, baby shark, mommy shark do 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 do, mommy shark.
How big's this family?
It goes all the way to grandpa, and then it goes, let's go hunt do 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 do, let's go hunt do do. It goes from baby to mommy to daddy to grandma to grandpa, and then it goes on to let's go hunt do 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 do. It's such a fun song to sing, but a lot of people find it so annoying and they hate it. And that's why a lot of times I start singing it in the chat because everyone's like, no!
It's a good job you can't see the chat now.
What was this? You broke the demon.
What's the chat saying? Who's saying what?
They're saying they love it.
Orla says,
yeah, right, Dave. Yeah, sure. Sure.
Well, Orla says,
Yes, Orla, she hates it. And that's why I do it.
It looks like Simon Cowell is in the back room wanting to come in now as well.
Oh, God.
He just heard someone singing Baby Shark and he needs you to go on America's Got Talent.
No.
Not
that he doesn't.
I wouldn't go on that show. I would pass out in front of everyone. Even though I have performed in front of people before, in front of a large crowd, I still either will end up just like staring down on the floor, singing and not moving one bit, or I would faint because of so many people being there. I would just faint.
Unless it's Baby Shark.
No, that's a funny thing. Hi, nerdy.
I can.
Any English person can answer for any other English person.
Oh, hi, Sassy. Nice to see you.
Wait, was that? Again, was it Nerdy or Badger? I'm sorry. You two sound so much alike. I can't tell.
It's me, Dave.
I can't tell. Oh my God. So much alike. I know I'm not trying to say all British people sound the same, but you two do.
You don't sound anything like me, do you, Nerdy?
We sound nothing like each other.
Yes, you do. Oh my gosh! Please tell me someone hears it because I hear it.
Look, Badger. You sound nothing like me, do you?
Not as far as I'm aware, no.
Don't do that to me. Do not switch each other's names.
Okay, Sassy. You can actually tell not even so much by the words or the accent, but the pattern of the speaking. That Badger's a bit more laid back. It's a little slower. Nerdy's a little bit of a faster tempo. He has shorter spaces.
I still can't tell. I still need to sound.
What are you talking about?
I don't talk slow. What is this? I'm a very, 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 very fast talker.
Oh my gosh, what have I gotten myself into?
That Badger speaks so quickly.
He's a bad Badger.
Hi, Dave. How are you?
So.
Oh my God.
I was waiting for one of them to answer.
I'm fine, thank you, Sassy.
I'm doing very well, Sassy.
What the heck was that?
Well, Sassy, I'm glad to see you. I saw your message that you were kind of taking a break from things for a while.
Yeah, there was just stuff going on, and sometimes I need to just get away from social media, and I necessarily don't consider YouTube social media. When I say social media, I mean like Twitter, Discord,
Yeah.
all that stuff. But because I'm going to be because I'm also taking the time away from social media to focus more on my channel and to focus more on myself and just to like get away from all the drama that's been happening lately.
Yeah, well, Twitter is good for nothing except for just drama.
It's good for pictures of like sharks, I suppose.
I wish I could see the chat, but I can't.
You sunk my Twitter account.
I might have to.
Would you like me to sing a Skyrim song? Because I've got it in my head now.
I don't even know what Skyrim is. I'm sorry. I hear everyone talking about it all the time, and I don't know what the heck that is.
Fantasy game with dragons and shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You want me to sing a Skyrim song? Because I can sing a Skyrim song.
Go on.
Sure. Let's hear you sing, Badger.
The thing is, it's not like a super happy mood song. It's a little bit forlorn sounding, so I don't want to do it in the wrong mood, you know. So yeah, it's. Do you know Nerdy, you've played Skyrim, haven't you?
On occasion.
you know the bit. You know the bit where when you're in Sovngarde.
It's been about 5 years since I played it. I played it when it came out.
No, you bloody whatever. Right, so the bit where it has the main theme, but to a different tune. The lyrics the lyrics in the dragon language to a different tune.
Okay, now Spooky Bed here is saying he can't tell me and Sassy apart when we're speaking.
Oh, Spooky!
Yeah,
I don't know what you mean,
You're
Sassy.
gonna get
I
it.
can see that. I can see
get
that.
it.
Yeah.
I don't know what you mean, Sassy. I mean, you just tell me.
Sassy speaks a bit faster than Purple, though. That's hard to tell.
Just see that face there. Just. Anyway, I'm gonna sing the song. Now, how does it bloody start?
Now, how does it start?
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna.
I'm divorcing you, Spooky. You just hurt my feelings. I'm divorcing you now. What is that?
Sorry, Spooky.
Why doesn't Spooky ever come into any hangouts? I still don't know. That's right. He's English too. I wonder what he sounds like. I wonder if he sounds like you two.
Like Dave.
All right.
No.
Yeah, I have remembered the lyrics. I can do it.
Okay, good. Now go ahead and do it.
Alduin's wings, they did darken the sky. His raw fury's fire, and his scales sharpened scythes. Men ran and they cowered, and they fought and they died. And they burned and they bled as they issued their cries. Dovahkiin, naluksin farin, wat ein vorkel ma fera kastval. Arfinoruk palgran fodnust hon sin Dovahkiin farin udral.
Bravo!
The imagery.
Dave killed me.
Dragon on demand.
No one wants to hear my singing.
It depends what you're singing.
As long as it's not Baby Shark. I broke the chat.
What are they saying? I can't. Okay, I think I'm gonna exit out of here and go on StreamYard through my laptop so I can look at the chat from my phone because I hate it. I can't see what people are saying.
Well,
Ah!
actually, in StreamYard, you should be able to see the chat, directly on the side there.
I think it only
Well,
does
see-
that for the streaming person.
Yeah, I've never tried it on a mobile device though, so I don't know if it's got a different interface.
It doesn't
Yeah,
show
I
us the
don't
YouTube
see-
chat.
Yeah,
It
I
doesn't
don't.
show.
Yeah, I only see private chat too.
Yeah, I can only see the private chat. I think it only shows you the YouTube chat for the person that is doing the stream.
Oh, okay. So it's only because I'm running it that I'm seeing that, huh?
Yeah,
Nice
I see the YouTube chat because I've got it open in the chat.
Yeah, well, I always use the popover chat anyway, so I hadn't really.
See, if I was like a clever boy, what I would do is I would set up some kind of OBS setup so that I could have the chat just in the side of the thing, so people can see the chat, and see how far behind my stream is.
Yeah.
You mean like this? Click. Click.
Yeah, unfortunately, for some reason, my account doesn't want to cooperate with any OBS. I've tried 4 different ones, and I always get the same problem.
Don't you outsmart me now, Dave?
Oh,
You mean like that sort of browser source there?
it's so blurry. Oh, now it's getting clear. Voice. I want to marry Spooky's voice. What? Jordan, what the heck are you? Let's see.
It's a British sandwich. Badger on top, Dave in middle, and a rodent on the outside.
There we go.
Oh my god. Okay. Spooky, respond to me. I want to see what you've been saying about me because I haven't seen. You're gonna be in big trouble, Mister. You're gonna get a punishment.
Well, I thought you just divorced him.
Well, said I was going to. I haven't actually signed the papers yet, so we're still married.
Oh.
Okay, I can provide you with an excellent kazoo.
Oh gosh, no, oh my gosh, a kazoo, big trouble. Make up.
I was going to say something else, but then I forgot what I was going to say, so I just looked around for the first thing I could see.
Doordog, behave. Oh my god, did you see what he said? Big trouble. Makeup set. No. Ooh, doggies. Spooky won't reply back.
Freedom from a badger.
I sound nothing like Piers Morgan.
Oh, hi, Piers.
You're not
When did
helping.
you get in here? Yeah, I hear that a lot of people don't like Piers Morgan. So what'd you let him in for, Purple?
Oh, we needed to balance the chat out, Dissenting opinions. Americans, Australians.
Oh dear.
We've lost Sassy again. Broken.
No, I didn't. We didn't notice.
Oh, you didn't notice?
Well, the chat was up.
We were too busy reading the chat.
I can hear you. I didn't notice.
I can hear you.
Wow.
Yeah. Orla wants me to play the thingy.
The thingy.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Thingy.
It made a
On
thingy.
cam?
I'll be right back. I've got to get the thingy first.
I'm disappointed in you, Dave. I thought you would have. Everyone notices when I'm gone and when I'm present.
Or else?
Oh, jeez, I'm crow.
Can I do that?
I've got to go to England.
Can we? You sure we can take it?
Hey, I've always wanted to go to England. England's very pretty.
Well, I can't afford the airfare, but I've got a suitcase I think I can fit in. So will you take me along?
I will. I have a suitcase too that I can fit in. Yes, I will take you, Purple. I will take you. we can both meet Nerdy and Badger.
Yay! I'm luggage.
uh,
Yeah, I've always wanted to see England too, but just never been in my budget to travel overseas.
to be honest, I have a lot of crushes on English actors. There's just something. I'm not saying anything nerdy, Badger, not to you, but I'm saying like there's something with Englishmen that
Right,
is just.
that's it. I'm leaving.
So is he not English or not an actor?
No, I think we should take this personally, Badger.
Yeah, I'm taking it very personally, Nerdy.
I have to agree that in general there is something about the English accents. Most of them, not all of them, but
accent, but it's just like how they act or how they present themselves.
Yeah, the mannerisms.
I have the thingy, by the way.
Ooh. Present your
Get
thingy.
it out.
Oh my god.
All right, let me just present the thingy.
And here in the Serengeti Desert.
Oh my gosh.
Now, Badger, Orla's saying the thingy that you made. What, did you actually carve that flute? Or?
Yes. I went on a flute making expedition.
Wow.
This is a it's out in the wilds of the moors. I went to a place where a chap makes relatively authentic Native American style flutes.
Which game's this?
Oh, very cool.
Flute.
Bang, copyright claim. That music was...
Can you play Baby Shark?
Baby shark, baby shark. Oh no.
Oh, darn, you mean I'm going to lose monetization on this one too?
It's always Ronan that does it.
Baby shark.
Although now that you mention it, I think this is the first stream I've had that nobody's been swearing in.
We have to fucking fix that, aren't we?
Oh my gosh, this stream.
What do you make of this?
Lena's
Mr.
saying
I
for
think
you to
we're gonna
keep playing so she
swear in
can
the
pass
future.
out. And
Yeah.
and she really needs to get some sleep, so that would be a good thing.
Time to flute Silver to sleep.
Sassy
All right,
has a pillow on a stick. What the fluff?
No, it's not a pillow. It's a lollipop.
Okay, that was doorknob pad. So
Of course it was.
I guess.
It's a lollipop.
Why?
So yeah, I was wondering about the giant lollipop myself there.
Why do you have a giant lollipop?
I can't even that. Okay, so I have.
You got to get the mood right with the music. The story.
Okay. So I bought this lollipop at Hobby Lobby in my hometown. It was around Christmas time. And so, hey, it was on sale. And plus, I love like knickknacks like this. And plus, it looks very delicious, but don't try to eat it. It's not edible.
Have you got a cauliflower in a wheelbarrow, or I don't know, maybe a sausage on a window,
I've got a
or
mushroom.
Sausage.
I've got a horny mushroom.
No, this is
Well, I'm not saying too much about the lollipop because I've still got the Mylar dinosaur balloons from my birthday party here. So
we represent the lollipop
mushroom.
field.
The question is does anyone know where it's from?
Mushroom.
What the?
yeah, I have no idea what that is. Is that a Pokemon or?
Where's the camera?
You're a nerd.
Hold on, Dave. Hold that up again, so I can
Make it big.
Make it big.
put you on solo.
Maple. Is it? What does it say?
Maple Story.
Maple.
Okay, yeah, I've heard of that, but I don't really know what it is.
It's Maple Story.
2D MMORPG.
Yeah, I knew it was some kind of computer game, but I don't know the story behind it.
Not that I played it in 10 years, so.
You've played Maple Story, haven't you, Mr. Badger?
Yes, I played it on a moose while I was in Canada.
Oh, you're in Canada. Did you meet the local badgers?
That might have been Maple Syrup Story. But yes, I did see some of them actually. They were larger than expected. Anyway,
Do they have big horns and hooves?
That sort of thing. Yeah. Everyone was riding them, and they had these funny uniforms. But it was, yeah.
Did they try and ride you?
It was consensual. It was fine.
Yeah, I guess the badgers south of the Canadian border don't get quite as big because I don't think anybody could fit a saddle on one.
Saddle. Oh my word.
But nerdies are rodents, and now I've got this image of an army of rats riding badgers.
Charge!
I reckon, Mr. Badger, that if we ever do a stream together, we should combine the two avatars so there's the rodent riding around on the badger.
It'd be too confusing, but yes. I don't suppose anyone's ever heard of or read Mouse Guard.
I don't know.
No, it doesn't ring a bell.
Oh, it's a very good little book, and you've got lots of mice
Oh,
doing all sorts
God.
of things, little shields and swords, and it's quite popular. They were going to do a Mouse Guard game at one point, but it fell through.
Oh.
Very annoyed by that.
Didn't they? Did you ever play that game?
We need a little more. Just a little.
Did you ever play that game with the Kung Fu rabbits?
Jazz Jackrabbit?
Yoshita Jimbo or something like that.
I don't know what it was called. I was hoping you would know.
It was a samurai rabbit, was it?
No, it was not.
Oh, I played one with the samurai rabbit.
It was rabbits, and they were fighting, but they were kind of upright walking rabbits. And
There's a game called Rabbit Samurai.
No. I'll look it up.
Wasn't there a samurai rabbit in one of the early versions of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
I thought he was a rat.
I was going to say I thought it was a rat.
No, but besides him, I think there was a samurai bunny too.
I know a bunny.
Usagi Yojimbo is the one I'm thinking of. Dark Horse Comics. There was also a game of him as well.
I can't remember
Samurai
what this game
Runner.
I can't remember what this game I'm thinking of was called, but it was really quite difficult. Have we driven Sassy back to the Bible?
You caught me so off guard. How do you know I'm reading the Bible?
That's what you had on the desk last night.
Yes.
Bible on it.
It was. We were.
For God.
When
For
you
God
disappeared, and it
so
was just when you disappeared, and it was just the shelves, and we said, "Oh, look at those shelves," and you came and put the Bible on the shelves.
Oh yeah, duh. For God so loved the world that He gave His only Son, that whoever believes in Him should not perish, but have everlasting life. For God sent His Son not into the world to condemn the world, but that the world through Him might be saved. John 3:16-17.
It's about Brian, isn't it?
Okay, Sassy, I don't know what this is about, but in the side chat, Orla is directing things about you about eating tentacles.
Who?
What?
When?
What?
Or
Okay.
saying I just ate too much tentacle, and then said, Sassy, I just had a big fat tentacle in my mouth.
Okay.
So
What
this
did
is
we miss?
specifically directed at Sassy. I have no idea what
Orla,
this
could
is
you
about.
possibly translate?
Yeah, because I'm not remembering what the heck. I don't know.
I think you'd remember a tentacle and a mouth and the two things going together. I mean, I could be mistaken. Things can happen on Friday. You've had a few pints.
Oh,
kebab.
jeez,
Well,
badger.
tentacles don't actually have teeth, but they do actually have a lot of little tiny hooks for grabbing onto things.
I can if we're doing reading of holy texts, I can read you a good one.
We've lost Sassy again.
And Sassy just left again.
Oh. Well,
I think she just went to look at the side chat to see what was going on over there.
Why will you not zoom in on this picture, you bloody thing?
I accidentally exited out again. Oh my God, this stupid.
Oh, I thought you just went to see what Orla was saying in the side chat.
Did she? But no, I didn't. Did she clarify?
No, not really.
Orla, come on. How can you expect me to remember? Because I don't remember. Oh God, Sass. And everyone's talking.
We've lost Rodent for a minute.
It's
We've lost Rodent.
It's so blurry. I can't really see. Spooky. Oh, what the heck? There it is. You moved it on me. Spooky.
No, it's every time I open something.
Sassy
I
has.
clicked the wrong thing.
I will enlarge that for you again.
Has no long-term.
Not convinced about this.
Spooky, be quiet. I have something important to tell you. Oh God, Doc. What? Oh, what is it?
Oh no.
Oh no. What have I?
I can read you something from a holy text if you like.
Doc,
Which holy text?
The blessings of Lord Sheogorath.
Sassy was turning back to the Bible, and I was being. I can't read it so blurry with something. What is it?
Sheogorath.
Perverted.
Oh, perverted. Oh, so blurry. I can try. Ew! Booger. Ew!
Yeah, Sassy was driven back to the Bible, and I was being perverted with hentai.
Oh God.
Oh dear.
Would you like me to read? Anatomy.
Would you like me to read from this holy text?
She's saying it's nothing you said before.
Everyone's so weird.
Okay.
Or everyone's normal and it's you.
And now for something completely different. A badger reading Holy Script.
Let me just see if I can make it appear here.
Anyone's normal, but you? Did you
No.
I repeat it because
Silly.
Or it's either everyone is weird, apart from you, or everyone is normal and you're weird.
I'm the
weird?
normal one. I'm the normal one.
Yes, I'm the normal one too, and everyone else is weird.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
go
the
with
normal
that
one.
No. You're all weird.
I'm Tyler Durden.
I would never use normal to refer to anyone I consider a friend.
It's the blessings of Sheogorath.
Oh.
Blessed are the madmen, for they hold the keys to secret knowledge. Blessed are the phobic, always wary of that which would do them harm. Blessed are the obsessed, for their courses are clear. Blessed are the addicts, for they quench the thirst that never ebbs. Blessed are the murderous, for they have found beauty in the grotesque. And I've lost my place.
What's in the cheese, mate?
Blessed are the fire lovers, for their hearts are always warm.
Fire lovers.
Blessed are the artists, for in their hands the impossible is made real. Blessed are the musicians, for in their ears they hear the music of the soul. Blessed are the sleepless, as they bask in wakeful dreaming. Blessed are the paranoid, ever watchful for our enemies. Blessed are the visionaries, for their eyes see what might be. Blessed are the pain lovers, for in their suffering we grow stronger. Blessed is the mad God, who tricks us when we are foolish, punishes us when we are wrong, tortures us when we are unmindful, and loves us in our imperfections.
Ramen.
Well, that was interesting.
Yeah, if you ever play the Elder Scrolls games, then and you get to meet Sheogorath, the Daedric Prince of Madness, you'll know what's going on. Cheese for everyone.
Well, I think I'm gonna get out of here and stay in the side chat because I've been missing a lot and I'm watching. I'm gonna be watching everyone.
I reckon you should.
Okay, well, we enjoy having you in here. You always bring so much energy into the room.
I reckon you should come on my stream again at some point.
Huh?
I reckon you should come on my stream again at some point.
I know that was something. Yeah, that would be awesome. Like I don't know. I don't know if some of you already. Some of you may know this, but Badger knows this. When I first met him, I was so nervous. I was so nervous to go on his show because I never done anything like that before, and I'm gonna go on this English YouTuber who goes by the name Bad Tempered Badger. This is not normal. And so I was very cautious about going, but then I did, and I cried like 99% of the time.
Oh, that was a fun stream. I was there, kind of. What were we talking about? It was the pressure of the pressure to preach, and
that was the second one. The first one I cried.
And the first one was about just everything that goes wrong when you leave religion and all that kind of stuff. And I'm kind of I'm there going, oh, she's crying. What do I do?
The first one was like when you interviewed me about my deconversion story, and I was just bawling my eyes out, like I did it. Yeah. I was bawling my eyes. And I was bawling my eyes out when Neil interviewed me.
Yep, I remember seeing those.
Oh, it's it feels like I'm known you, Purple, and Badger, and a lot of other ones like for a very long time, but it hasn't been that long. It's only been like since January, or about that.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And it's just because we all talked so much, like we all interacted so much with each other within just that short amount of time, and that's why it feels like it's been forever.
I know what you mean. It seems to really go faster with
Well,
the
it's
whole
nice to have people
YouTube
to chat
thing
to,
that
isn't it?
people you've only known a couple of months.
Yeah. I met some really wonderful people. I've met some not so wonderful people, and I met some just plain weirdos. I'm pointing to you guys.
I don't know
Except
why.
for Purple. Purple's normal. Everyone else is just weird.
How dare you call me normal?
I don't know why everyone thinks I'm weird. I'm just a guy that's a badger that talks about things on the internet.
Yeah, how can you call him weird? I mean, do you really have a baseline to judge what is normal for an anthropomorphic badger?
I just have sort of a raccoon friend that runs around the burrow and a demon that occasionally haunts me.
And you've
I mean,
burrowed through the flat earth to the other side to bring an Australian up from.
I mean, everyone does that, don't they?
Don't you know that Dave is a hired actor?
Yeah, he's not actually Dave.
I was actually referring to him bringing Notch up to his burrow from time to time.
Oh, Dave, I know. Oh, whatever. I give up with who you're people talking
Yeah,
about.
I had the Godless Strain drop in once.
Yeah,
she's
actually,
awesome.
I'm working under a new theory that it's not that Australia doesn't exist. It's just that it lacks object permanence. So it only exists as long as there's an Australian actively streaming at the time.
So Australia only exists when you're thinking about it.
Pretty much.
Oh my goodness gracious, Purple. I'm getting out of here. Nice meeting you, Dave.
Nice meeting you.
I don't. Have we met before? Not in a.
This is the first stream I've ever been on.
Okay.
So, yeah, he's been in the side chat a lot, but this is the first time I've heard him talking.
Okay. I was like, I don't remember. Like,
I think we've been back and forth on the Twitters a few times.
Mm. Oh, I've been around the community for about 12 months.
Oh, by the way, I've been asked before, like, to talk like an English person. My accent, my attempt at having a British accent is so bad. I just start. I sound so weird when I try to sound like an English person.
Well, all you have to do, right, is you just kind of imagine how you normally talk, but take the lips and kind of pinch them together, and just not like that, Dave. Take the lips, kind of pinch them together a bit, move the tongue a little further forward in the mouth, and just enunciate. Each word. Just really overdo all of the syllables.
Bad.
Okay, I'm gonna give me a sentence. Give me a sentence. Say, and I'll say it. And give me a sentence. Say, and I'll say it in an English accent.
All right,
I'll try.
Try saying. Let me see.
All
right, love.
I not Dave. Try to say. I have to go now. The kettle is on fire.
God. Okay.
I have to go now. The kettle's on fire.
Okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Brits sound like.
It's okay. I have to go now. The kettle's on fire.
That's not too bad.
Okay, well, Doorknob says that Dave is an instant hit.
In Hartford, Hereford, and Hampshire, hurricanes hardly ever happen.
The one that says talk with a
Hartford,
couple of
Herefordshire,
marbles in your
Hampshire.
mouth. Have I got marbles
did
in
she?
here? What do we do?
I
Why
thought
do I
the
get?
speaking with a mouthful of marbles was how you do French.
No, you do French just by. All you have to do French is you just have to make your face have a constant look of mild disgust.
Well, for French, you don't actually have to say anything. You just have to sneer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, when I went to France, okay, I went into the boulangerie. I went to the bakery, and I said, and I thought, right, bit of a touristy place. I'm going to try speaking French because I've done a little bit of French. Okay, so I go and I go, bonjour, quatre croissants, s'il vous plaît. And the man in the bakery just looks at me and he goes, so
What do you want?
4 croissants then? And he says it just so sarcastically. It's like, so 4 croissants then, is it? And I was just like, yes. Yes, I would like 4 croissants.
Every time I've attempted to speak French in France, the person has responded in English.
Yes.
I've always wanted to go to France, Paris specifically. It looks so beautiful, and I would love to have like a romantic dinner on the top of the Eiffel Tower at night with a beautiful view of the city, and just having a romantic French music playing in the background. And
You heard of Paris syndrome?
Oh no!
What?
Don't Paris syndrome now.
Well, I was going to say, I think the thing about you speaking French to them and them responding in English is basically them saying that not only can you not speak my language, but I can speak your language better than you can.
We don't need to try to know that.
Probably, yeah. Although I did speak to. I used to do martial arts with a French chap, and he was an interesting guy. There was that one time when he tried to join the Brits for a drinking contest, and it went absolutely terribly for him. And the other time when, I decided to introduce myself to him how I generally jokingly introduce myself to French people. And I said to him, bonjour, je suis anglais, je m'appelle la roast beef. And he said to me, he had a bit of a giggle about this. He said, this would be like me going to England and saying, hello, I am Froggy.
There's a movie. It's supposedly a horror movie. It's not. It's one of the most boring, most horrible movie ever. It's called The Boy, and Greta, who is supposed to be looking after this boy, Brahms, and he's in England. So she travels to England from America, and the movie was just terrible. The only thing I liked about it was the accent. There's a really cute English guy in the movie. That was another plus. But but every time the boy, spoiler alert, it's like a not a mannequin, but like a living doll that the old couple is treating it as their son who died in the fire when he was a child. So whenever he calls her out, she's like, Greta, Greta, Greta. It was so weird, and that's just that movie was horrible. I bored everyone to death, didn't I?
I can categorically say I've watched many more boring American films.
If you want to know an excellent film, I recommend watching Raiders of the Lost Shark.
What?
Yeah, what? Exactly, what?
I'm sure there's at least one person in the chat who'll agree with me here. It is a most excellent shark film. You go into it from the title thinking that it's going to be a low budget, just terrible, poorly made mess. And then you watch it, and I'm pleased to say it absolutely is.
It absolutely is.
Has anyone seen Gigi?
Many years ago.
I love that movie. Oh my gosh. My sister and our grandmother and we would watch it, and we would just giggle and just like hide our faces because it was so romantic between Gigi and the guy that she was in love with. And you gotta love the old romance movies.
I'm pretty sure that Sloth Girl owns a copy of that.
Oh, I want it.
Here we go. There it is.
But some of the men that I've talked to, you guys don't like Notebook. Like, that movie is so romantic.
I haven't seen that movie.
You have to. Notebook is...
Which is quite odd considering I tend to quite like chick flicks.
Here we go.
Yeah, Notebook is just... But you have to have a box of tissues with you because it is also very emotional.
I just watched the trailer for that movie. It is appalling.
Purple, if you wouldn't mind making me big.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was
gently stroking your leg.
There.
So, here is the DVD cover for Raiders of the Lost Shark. Now,
why is that shark so humongous?
Right. So now, if you look at this picture,
it's the question: is why is that shark so humongous?
It's supposed to be a big shark. If you look at this picture, literally nothing in this picture happens in the film.
There were scantily clad girls.
There's a shark in the film, and there's girls in bikinis in the film, and that's the only relation it has to this picture. There's no jet skis. There's no water skiing. There's no helicopters. There's a plane, but you never see the plane. Also, the woman on the jet ski is missing her foot for some reason. That doesn't happen in the film. I mean, if you just look at the woman on the jet ski, they've clearly photoshopped her onto this jet ski and forgot to add her foot.
Oh, listen, you want the people to die in it.
Anyway, again, I'm gonna go in the side chat, so I'll still be watching, but I won't be here.
Oh, I'm big. I've taken over.
Revolution.
So I'll see you in the chat. Bye-bye. Nice meeting you, Dave. Bye, Purple. Always nice to be in the stream with you. Bye, bye,
You're
Nerdy.
welcome anytime I'm running a stream.
Thank you. Bye, Nerdy, a.k.a. Bad Tempered Badger. Bye, Badger, a.k.a. Nerdy Rodent.
What about me? I'm still here.
I said bye, Bad Tempered Badger, a.k.a. Nerdy Rodent.
No, I mean Dave.
I said what? I'm getting out of here. I'm not getting. I'm leaving.
Okay, bye,
I'm not getting sucked into this whole mess now.
What? I'm Dave, and so is my wife.
Hello, Dave.
Yeah, I actually don't know how much longer I can keep doing this because I'm running on so little sleep that I'm kind of like feeling punch drunk at this point.
I should probably make my escape in a little while. I do have things that I must do. Where's my emails? There they
Okay,
are.
well, maybe it's just time to wrap it up here. Finally let this huge marathon end.
Oh, we should plug
Let's
the
see, we,
thing
we
first,
managed
shouldn't
we managed to keep it going more than 53 hours.
we? Oh, is there no one to take over?
It's you.
Yep. It sounds like you just volunteered.
Well, volunteered, Badger. Badger, Dave.
I'll be taking over this. What about you? What about you, Mr. Badger?
Oh, I've got to go and prune my raccoons or something.
Shit.
Okay, well, Silver says after a nap she'll be back at it, but yeah, I guess we're going to have a gap here for a bit. I don't think we've got anybody to take it up right now.
All right.
Let me check the Twitter and see if there's any volunteers.
Night, Silver. Night, Doc. What did I miss? Everyone is Dave.
We're all Dave. Everybody's dead, Dave.
They're all dead, Dave.
Everyone.
Dave, they're all
Even
dead.
Peterson.
Yes, Peterson, Dave. Everybody is dead, Dave.
Captain Hollister.
Oh God, barely know she let him out in the first place.
I can't remember his name. Kachansky?
Yes, she's dead.
Who's this?
that is catering officer Olaf Peterson.
Why didn't you tell me? I've eaten half the crew.
Why is it so dirty around here? What is all this stuff?
You can do a better Scouse accent than me. That's terrible.
No, I can only do actual lines from Red Dwarf.
Well, okay, the question is, if it had been like so many years since the accident, between the accident when they revived him, why hadn't the Scudders cleaned up all those piles of dust?
Well, I think the problem there is as soon as the Scutters realised there was no one to tell them what to do, they just went and hung out in the cinema for 3 million years, watching the entire back catalogue of films.
Yeah, actually, that makes sense in that context, yes.
The Scutters just went, I'm not cleaning up your crew. Fuck off.
Yep.
I'm going to go watch Raiders of the Lost Shark for 3 million years.
I still keep meaning to watch the American one to see how bad it is.
Oh dear.
Well, I do also wonder about the idea that there was only the one cat left on the ship, but
there was two.
And the cat was pregnant.
No, I mean, after the Great Exodus.
Oh,
after the Great Exodus, there was three.
Yeah.
There was three. Two of them gave birth to cat and died. And then there was one priest left over.
Yeah, the guy with the hat.
Yes.
Oh, is it truly him? Is he wearing the donut and the golden sausage? Yeah.
Is it you, Cloister?
I told you it's me, Cloister. I'll return a Blitherd.
Is there a place for me in Fiji? Fuji.
Get your own bathroom en suite.
I'm sure they had a bit of John Wayne mixed in there as well.
Oh, we ended up words. We ended up talking about the old Better Than Life games at roleplay thing I was at recently, because apparently they have something very similar in the Shadowrun storyline. So then we just ended up reenacting the whole scene. Look, Arnold, I just wanted to tell you. I just wanted to say, you're a total smeghead.
This isn't my fantasy.
No, it's mine. Mix his cigar.
My brain hates me. Oh.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one in ages either. That is one I'd like to get the whole series and go through it again.
Well, they did some new ones, but I'm not quite sure what happened to some of them.
Apart from the weird one where they ended up on Coronation Street, they're all on UK TV.
Okay.
And they're not bad. I mean, they're a bit weird in the disconnect, but the actual, because the actors are the same, it works.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I may have to have a look at some point. I watched a few, and I kind of
Back to Earth was appalling.
Well, the issue I had is over the last few years, I kind of went a bit. I just haven't really done like anything, so I'm really trying to pull myself out of that at the moment and actually do things.
Watching series don't help.
Well, they can if they make you more cheerful, but you've got to not just do that.
I'm rewatching Doctor Who at the moment.
Oh yeah.
I'm up to Doctor's Wife is my next episode.
Oh, okay.
I
haven't kept up with Doctor Who since Matt Smith took over.
You should watch Doctor's Wife. If you watch no other season, because it was written by crap, I've forgotten. Who wrote Doctor's Wife?
Peter Sellers.
The one with another Bonner Carton type in. What?
Okay, and apparently this thing will keep going. I just sent out to the Twitter group to see, and actually I was not being at all serious about it, but apparently May is setting up to take over, so we just have to keep this running for like another 10 minutes or so, and someone else is going to take it on. I think it's just become a challenge at this point about how long we can keep this going.
Oh dear.
It's Neil Gaiman.
Okay, I might have a look. But I got very into Torchwood, and then they just kind of.
The Torchwood went really weird at the end.
Yeah, they did that weird one where they went somewhere else, and I didn't watch it because
I lost. I don't actually know where Torchwood ended because I drifted out of it.
Yeah, no, I liked it when it was in Cardiff. By the way, I went to Cardiff.
Oh, that was it. Yeah, because it was the Americans. It was when the Americans started funding it.
Yeah, I went to Cardiff, and there is indeed a memorial to Yanto Jones.
That's quite cool. I'd moved out of there by then. I was working between living in Chepstow, working in Fleet in Hampshire, between an office in Hampshire and an office in Cardiff. So I kept going down there. But by the time we left, it hadn't finished.
Yeah. Well, there's a memorial there. At least there was when I went there a few years ago. It's just on the little waterfront bit near where the Torchwood Hub is or was. There's.
They're so going to rename that.
Yeah, on the thing with the entrance there was a little memorial to him.
That's sweet.
But yeah, I am rather into Captain Jack.
Yes.
As you know, as I think everyone is. Actually, I have a bottle of Captain Jack's original ultra hyper vodka on my shelf.
Do you know what? Of all of them, he's probably the one I'd most like to meet, actor-wise.
Mm-hmm. I have met a couple of the Doctors, actually. I've met Sylvester McCoy, and I've met who was the guy with celery?
David Tennant's father-in-law, Peter.
Yeah, David
Davidson.
Peter Davidson, that's his name. I can never get his name to come in my head. I met Celery Boy, and I asked him, what did I ask him? I asked him if the green pocket watch chain ever had a pocket watch on the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
And his reply was only in the one episode where I had to check the time.
We need to sing lullabies to you, Linda.
I don't know why this link keeps getting broken.
I met I met the guy who voiced Duke Nukem.
I have no
Completely
idea who that
unrelated
was.
completely unrelated to Doctor Who, but I met the guy who voiced Duke Nukem. He was a hilarious guy.
How? The only I'm trying to think if I've ever particularly met him. I bet Peter Gabriel, because I worked for him.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a good way,
how old are you?
to meet someone.
Approximately.
Old enough.
Approximately. Give me a decade.
A decade. Not
20s,
the same one as you.
30s?
Oh, that's how we did it.
20s, 30s?
Probably less decades than you.
Do you remember? Did you have a Nokia phone?
I did have a Nokia phone.
Do you remember Nokia?
I do have a Nokia phone.
Do you remember Nokia Music?
Yes, vaguely.
I wrote the back end of it.
Oh, well, fair enough.
It was a company called OD2.
Was that the thing that would let you make your own ringtones?
I don't remember because I didn't do the front end, so I don't know
You
what they did
wrote
with
the
it.
thing.
No, I wrote the back end. I wrote the back end that made you actually get the stuff. But yeah, there's a team of 4 of us that wrote the back end. There was a team of 30 that did the shit at the front end. It's horrible.
I see.
But that company was owned by Peter Gabriel.
Okay.
Before Nokia bought it. So we got invited to all his test concerts and things like that. So there was only about 30 or 40 of us went to those, so we got to meet him.
Oh, outstanding.
I'm trying to think if I've met anyone else. I worked for Carol Vorderman because she bought a company that I was working at, but I never met her.
I met the guy who originally played Boba Fett once.
Originally played. I'm sure I watched something about him.
Yeah, he's a fun guy. We had a great chat about the theatre. You know Admiral Piet in Star Wars?
Yeah.
I met the guy who played him as well. I'm pretty sure he had a cold or the flu or something. I met him because he looked like he was at that convention under obligation. You know, he was there, and he was doing his best to be cheerful and meet the fans and all that. But you could tell when someone left his table, he kind of sat down and went, "Oh."
You need to sing a lullaby, Linda.
I can try and play one.
You. Yeah, go on.
Do you know a lullaby?
No.
Oh.
And you never ever want to ask me to sing. It's just
Another Skyrim song. Skyrim.
Another Skyrim song. There once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from Old Rorikstead.
Hey,
I can't remember the rest of it.
what y'all doing?
Things, stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to be wrapping this up soon. What was that, Lena?
I was just laughing that he said things, stuff, instead of stuff and things. So I can't make my usual stuff and things joke.
Okay, you're pretty quiet. We can't hear you very well.
Boo. I hear flute. Did you tell May that you were like just kind of half joking?
You sleeping yet?
Did you tell May you were just kind of half joking?
I did, but she's setting it up anyway, so. May's already set up on Zoom. I'm just asking her for the YouTube link so I can drop that in the private chat.
Oh,
or
cool.
in the public chat, rather.
This is going to be like the longest fundraiser ever. We're going to make records.
Yeah, well, we've been going 53 and a half hours so far.
Mm-hmm. I saw
Oh
that.
dear. Everyone's latched onto that post I put on Twitter about which sloth
I'm
are you.
hoping that, I wish I had gone live before I went to the hospital, but oh well. But no, I'm hoping that maybe, getting it a dual streaming it will kind of help bring in, new people, fresh meat.
Yeah. Well, that's what we need because, it's basically
and fresh money.
All the people we've been watching who are able to give anything already have, so we need to bring new people in if we're going to actually raise any more money.
Yep.
Never know, someone might find some under their sofa cushions or something.
Yeah, well, we've gotten a couple people with bigger accounts to at least shout it out on Twitter. And we were hoping that would bring some people in, but not too many.
Well, it's done fairly well, I think, to be honest. I think it's done about as well as could be expected. So anything at this point, I think, is a bonus. However, everyone chuck your money at the fund because it needs wheels. We need the wheels, people. How is he supposed to drive an arrow and he's got no fucking wheels? Well, I should probably make my escape. I do have a few things I must do. Is it just me here now?
No.
Yes.
No, I hear again.
Oh, sorry. I was talking, but my mic button got pressed. I didn't realize I was muted.
I'm like,
Just here you go.
what happened?
Hello?
I thought something was wrong with my internet. I'm like, what happened? I'm
Alright,
delusional. I have no idea
I
what life is
suppose
about right now.
if I'm going to
Don't
make my
ask me
escape, I
questions.
better play myself out, haven't I?
Okay. Well,
So,
and here I'm dropping a link for where May's continuing.
or are you ending the thing?
Oh,
When are you ending
oh.
the thing?
Yeah, I'm going to be ending this now.
Oh, I can play all of us out then.
But for anyone who wants to keep going, there's the YouTube link for what May's starting up in any minute now.
Everyone have a fabulous day. And Purple, thanks for hanging out with me like all night, pretty much.
Yeah, it was fun.
That's was.
Okay, so everybody, thanks for being with us. You've got the link to carry on as you like. And I am shutting down the broadcast here, clicking the red button.
See you on the flip side, troops.